Du kannst nicht immer.
Yes, I'm late. It's, it's supposed to be like that. It's the middle of the night. God of our ancestor will listen to this prayer for my people. God bless you, my brothers and my sister. Happy Christmas to you all, my good people of Biafrans and the indigenous people of our land. Today, I want to come out to say, wish you all a happy Christmas and New Year in advance. I am happy that our people have started tracing their foot. I watched a video today that Major General President Buhari deployed thousands of military men to the east. I'm going to respond to that at appropriate time. We must be strong, we must be resilient, we must be ever ready to allow God to help us. And we must try to unite among our people, our strong, our faith. I think Buhari understand what he's doing. There is banditry in the northwest where he come from. They have not deployed thousands of military to stop them. Then he want to kill our people. I hope Buhari know the implication of what he's about to do. I hope his military advisor advise him, because any attempt to kill those our Igbo brothers, we resisted, and we are going to pray, and we are going to negotiate with our Israeli to help us, because you cannot wipe out an ethnic group in the name of oppression. They have their own northern parts, and they have to defend their own land. They have large reserve, big. The Fulani, they have grants, they have the land, they have Sokoto very big. They should defend their land. Buhari should deploy this army to Sokoto and Zamfara and fight banditry. We are not fighting ourselves. Biafran land is peaceful. We are not killing ourselves. I think it has not come to that extent of deploying military to come and kill us. I hope Buhari know what he's doing. You better stop it. Any attempt cannot kill us. 5 million Biafran during the Civil War. You see coming out again to come and kill her. I was watching the video. Let me show you the video. I don't know how current this video is. You can't come and kill us. It's not going to be. We are not going to accept it, and we resist it. Can't just come and trying to wipe an ethnic group.
Bashir, who is the spokesman for Muhammadu Buhari, the Nigerian president. Thank you very much for joining us. Thousands of troops have been deployed to the southeast. Do you need them?
The deployment of the troops to the southeast is part of a regular military exercise. There is no extraordinary plan to deploy troops. These exercises are being carried out in each of the 6 geopolitical zones of the country. And so therefore, there's nothing extraordinary about this one.
When people look at the tension that emerged last month on the 50th anniversary of the start of the Biafra War that killed more than 1 million people, when they look at the tension, when they see the people out in the streets, and they see IPOB labeled a terrorist group, and they see a crackdown on them, they match the two. They see the troop deployment with all of that, and they see the government as fearing that this is going to flare up, therefore you want to put a lid on it. Do you accept and understand why people connect the two?
Well, people are entitled to their opinions. However, this military exercise was in our national budget. It was appropriated for more than a year ago. It was written into the national budget. When it was planned for, there was no anticipation that there would be this sort of disturbance by IPOB. IPOB has rightfully been declared a terrorist organization by the Nigerian government. It is engaged in terror activities, illegal taxation, use of weapons against the armed forces and the police, and attack on the national institutions. So therefore, they have been declared a terrorist organization because they have clearly indicated their territorial ambitions, that they want to capture not only the states that are politically, ethnically contiguous to them, but even states that are neighboring, those states. Somebody had to act.
Just imagine this Hausa Fulani man. What is your concerns with our region? Are you from the south? You don't act. Your family, your what do you call it? Your Fulani are expanding in the north, killing Christians in the name of jihad. A lot of things are going on. Even in Benue State, you call it banditry. Your fellow Fulani headsmen, Mieti Allah, are carving out their own states in a land that doesn't belong to them. You didn't deploy thousands of military men to Benue State. In Zamfara states, farmer can no longer go to farm. And those banditry, they are Fulani herdsmen or Fulani banditry. You didn't declare them a terrorist group. This time around, we will defend our fatherland. Hello? We are going to defend our fatherland. Because look at what Gabashi is saying. The people of Delta State have not complained to you that you should come and help them. The people of Edo State have not complained to you that you should come and help them. Why are you deploying military? You want to You want to eliminate our ethnicity. You want to massacre us. Look at the type of government we have in Nigeria. The Fulani man is the president, Hausa Fulani man. The vice president is the Yoruba man. The number 3 citizen of Nigeria, Senate president, is a Hausa Fulani man. Number 4 citizen of the Federal Republic of Nigeria is a Yoruba man. Number 5 is a Hausa Fulani man. Number 6, a Yoruba man. What type of country is this? Count it from even their party national chairman is also Hausa Fulani man. We don't want to fight. We want to have a referendum. You are not the one to decide for us where we should go. My fellow Biafrans, I want to send this happy Christmas to you. Please hold on. Hold on, stop calling. No matter where you live around the world, please let us support Nnamdi Kanu. We are not supporting Nnamdi Kanu to be president of Biafra. Anybody can be president. But what we are fighting for now, we want to have freedom. We want to have freedom and we want to have rights to life. We are scattered all over the world today. We are being deported. Anytime people are being deported, the majority of them are Biafrans. We don't want to use a foreign land as our country. We want to have our own home, Biafra land. And we are using this opportunity to beg all the good people of Edo State to make sure they support the agitation for Biafra referendum. My name is Uyi Murphy. I am from Oriama local government area of Edo State. My ancestors migrated from a city called Udo. And if you check the history of Eze Chima, they migrated from Udo. The history of the people of Onitsha, they migrated from Udo. My ancestors migrated from Udo, and the name still remains Udo. It is that land Oromia came through. Oromia was a jihadist in our land. Today, what is going on in Biafra land, those jihadists are the one representing us in the north. Anytime they want to do anything in Abuja, the Oba of Benin will go and be representing us. To start with, the Oba of Benin is a jihad. It's traditional jihad they brought from the Middle East. If you go deep down into the history of Pharaoh, when Pharaoh died, they will bury him along with his wife and his servants and many slaves. That is a tradition they practice in Benin by the Oba who broke Islam, what they call it, jihadist of our land. I'm pleading on behalf of our people. Let us beg the Israeli to help us. Israel is our brother. They have suffered persecution. Millions of the Israelis were killed. Today, Israel is not a world power. A road to its success is very narrow. It's not easy. As I wish you all a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year in advance, I'm using this opportunity to call on you to come out solidly. If the Hausa Fulani will declare the whole Biafran as a terrorist, let it go ahead and declare the whole Biafrans and Igbos as a terrorist. We are not fighting to collect Sokoto as a Biafran. We are not fighting to collect Zamfara as a Biafran. We are not fighting to collect the northern part of Nigeria as part of our independent sovereign states. We are fighting for the right to self-determination, right to rule ourselves. I see no reason why in the north they have Mieti Allah, they have Hezbollah, I don't know how the Hezbollah, they have banditry. The federal government under the leadership of the Fulanis have not found it bad to deploy thousands of military to kill the Hausa Fulani-led militia. They also have Fulani herdsmen. Those people are very dangerous in killing non-Muslims. We have seen it yearly. Thousands of Christians have been massacred in the north. We said it doesn't concern us. Today, the Muhiti Allah or banditry, what they call them, the Hausa Fulani, they migrated all the way from Mali, Burkina Faso, Mauritania, all the whole Fulani came to our lands. And they are now occupying everywhere now, occupying our forests. Mazin Nadikano brought out a very good idea to drive them away from our forests. None of our Igbo brothers or our Ijaw brothers have ever traveled to the north to go and occupy their forests and start brandishing AK-47, raping their women. When you say anything about their religion, they will kill you and kill many people. Anybody can say anything about our religion, nobody cares. We are not the enemy of the Northerners or the Hausa Fulani. In Europe, they have Austria and Germany, even though they speak the same language, but they are different countries. In Europe, we have Czech and Slovakia. They didn't go to war. They divided this country peacefully. It is not the responsibility of Gabashe, who is a Fulani man, to be deciding the fates of where the people of Edo Delta should belong to. We have never seen any place now where the Igbo invaded any states in the south. What we are talking about is a referendum, and it's a shrine in the United Nations Charter. The Biafrans went to war to seek their rights to self-determination, and it is more than 60 years now, or 50-something years. That is 1967. I think it's, I don't know, maybe 50 years. I am calling on all our Biafran brothers. Anytime you see any of our Biafran tribes coming out supporting this movement, the next day the person will start going against Biafran agitation again. I am urging you all, we are not preaching hate speech. I have never said people should kill Fulani or people should kill Yoruba. What I'm saying today is that the Hausa Fulani have rights to have their own country. They have Fulani in Niger Republic. They can go and meet Niger Republic and carve their own states and join their land together to be Republic of Hausa Fulani. Nobody is fighting their own interest with them. I come out this middle of the night to call on you, my indigenous people of Biafra, to support Mazena Dikano. Because nobody have ever come out to do a wonderful work that he is doing today. Ireke was doing it for money. And our people were dying. Chief Rafu was using this money to invest in hotel tourism, and the blood of our innocent souls who died will be the head of Rafo Mazurike. Biafrans is a choice. You are free to vote. We are not forcing anybody to be Biafran. In my own case, I'm from Orioma local government. On that day, the people of Orioma will go out and vote. Are we going to be Biafran or we are going to remain as a Nigeria? I see no reason why Gaba should be deploying military to kill our Biafran brothers. I'm hereby urging the indigenous people of Biafra worldwide to donate money to Nnamdi Kanu. The Hausa Fulani have never came out to declare or to prescribe Miyetti Allah as a terrorist organization. Benue State Governor described or prescribed Miyetti Allah as a terrorist. I'm not declaring them terrorists. We are ready to negotiate with them. Is it because we have oil that you people are fighting over this oil? I came out a few weeks ago. I have said it that they are trying to hand over the presidency to Goodluck Jonathan. We are not interested about presidency. They were looking for someone who they will hand over the power to. And they find out that Goodluck Jonathan will be the best person that will serve their interests. Goodluck Jonathan, history said this is from Edo State. They also ran away from our land. But we are not looking for president again. We want freedom from Nigeria. They have oil. Let them go and do research in the north. They also have oil. We heard the other day that Borno State, where Boko Haram are fighting, they have oil. They can lay oil pipeline from Sokoto to Lagos. So they can be shipping the oil they have in the north through Lagos. Or we will also allow them to lay a pipeline from the north to Biafra land. Chad is a country. Chad have oil, and they take the pipe from Chad to Cameroon to the sea, and they are oil producing nation. The Fulani should not feel it that without our oil they cannot live. Niger Republic is a country, they are living fine. I see no need why the Fulani should just deploy military to kill us. During the Civil War, 5 million of our people were killed. I am not fighting the Fulani, but I'm just trying to advise them, no, they cannot continue to be killing us, and we are not going to accept it. I'm hereby urging all those Igbo brothers who are living in the north to start relocating to the south. I'm urging you, start relocating to the south. Start taking your children back home. Because any attempt to kill any of our Biafran brother to be counterproductive. So don't say the Hausa Fulani will make reprisal attack on you. My advice to those our Biafran brothers who are living in Kaduna, Sokoto, please start coming back home. Come back home. If you cannot come back home, bring your family back home. Because nobody is going to allow his family to be killed. If they want to make it an ethnic war, we know the Saudi, the Middle East, those Arab nations are supporting them. When we seek a support from our Israeli partner, our Israeli brothers, because the Gulf states, those banditry, those Boko Haram, those, what do you call this, herdsmen, the weapons they are using, these are being supported by the Gulf states, the Islamic region. This have a undertone. Please, if you know you have family in the north, tell them to return all their children back home to the south. If they want to kill all the indigenous people of Biafrans, let them kill it and let the whole world be watching them. You cannot prescribe an ethnic group a terrorist. It's uncalled for. And I want to send this message to those politicians in the south who will rise up against you and destroy you. And I want to make it clear today that any of the south, and southeast Biafra land, whoever make a rubbish statement, except he will run away from this land, we are going to mobilize and destroy them. None of the Hausa Fulani have ever came out publicly to condemn herdsmen. El-Rufai was even defending herdsmen, even upon all the atrocity the Hausa Fulani herdsmen have carried out in their region, killing, raping women, burning people alive, destroying people's house, taking people's land. El-Rufai came out to defend them. How many Fulani governors have came out to condemn the atrocity of the Fulani? No more. So I want to also let particularly the Southeast governor, they say gun don't kill people, people kill people. Any governors from our states, whoever collides or connive with the Hausa Fulani to kill any of our indigenous people, he's not going to go unpunished, and he will pay for it. We are not terrorists. Biafran is not a terrorist. If Arewa is not a terrorist, Biafran is not a terrorist. The definition of terrorists is very clear in the dictionary. There was never a time we went to Kanu to terrorize Kanu. We have never terrorized any of the Hausa Fulani community in the north. I want to use the opportunity to beg all our Biafran brothers in the southeast and in the south, please don't ever you go close to Hausa community. Don't attack them. Don't do it. Don't ever you attack any of their interests in our states. But we have right to self-defense. Those Fulani who are living in our forests, we are urging them to go away from our forests. If you want to live among our people, you come and rent a house and live. If you want to live in Kano, I will go to Kano, rent a house and live. If I want to buy land from them, they will sell for me if they want to sell for me. Going to their forests with AK-47, raping their women is unacceptable. It's null and void of no effect. I am not preaching hate speech. I am just advising our Biafran brothers to be vigilant. I love you, people. These are some of my advice to you in this my Christmas message. Please, we want you to advise our brothers home. Don't attack any of the Hausa Fulani interests in the southeast and the south. Don't do it. I'm urging our Biafran brothers who are living in the north to relocate their family back home. If Gabashew, if the Fulani go ahead to start killing our people, we have right to self-defense. I think any governor who ever permitted Fulani to his state to kill any of our brother, I'm urging that governor have to be targeted and his interest must be destroyed. We are not going to do it as business as usual. We know that the Fulani does not have any right to come to the states and start killing our own people without the permission of the governor, just like what Wike did in Rivers State. I love you all so much, and I want to use this opportunity to also talk about my visit. By the grace of God, I will look for the contact of our Biafra brothers, particularly the coordinator of Biafran in Austria. I will be going to Vienna February. In the name of God, I will be in Vienna February, and I will try and look for the information on how to reach the Biafra coordinator in Vienna. I'm coming there, and I want all our indigenous people from Delta States, Edo, and all the states in Nigeria to be in attendance. We don't have to be afraid because our children don't have future anymore. I'm coming to Vienna. We have to look at the arrangements, talking about the coronavirus pandemic that is going on now. My mission to Biafra, my mission to Austria, my visit to Austria is to come out and campaign for referendum of Biafra, to seek support from our people to come out and support the self-determination of the good people of Biafrans. I have basic education. I'm not a rich man, but I will advise that all men and women should contribute their own quota for the actualization of Biafran, our homeland. We want our children to go back home. I have lived here for many few years now, 6 years. Here in Germany, you see China come to school here. When they finish schooling, they don't live here, they will go back to their country and use these skills to develop their own country. We want a situation like that whereby we, the indigenous people of Biafra, can borrow money from the international community and use it to industrialize our region. We are not going to cut relationship with the Hausa Fulani Arewa Republic. We can also have a bilateral relationship and a diplomatic relationship with Arewa Republic or Northern Republic. We will not allow any of our people to attack their people. I am not preaching hate speech. My brothers and my sisters, if you know you live in Austria, please, either you are from Benin or you're from Ishan, you're from the Agbo, you join ethnic group you belongs to, please, I want you people to welcome me in Vienna. I will be coming to Austria. From Vienna, I will move to Paris. That is the arrangement I have now. But I will be going to Italy, but I don't know when. I will be in Italy. I'm supposed to be in February, but for the now, I have to reach with the coordinator and I know the city. I will be in Italy. I want to start campaigning for Biafra agitation. We people need to be set free. We are not going to kill anybody, and we are warning Gabashew and the Fulani-led administration not to kill our people. We are peace-loving people. We are agitating for our freedom. Any of our eastern governors who will invite the Fulani to kill our people, he will run away from that land, and we will make sure that we defend our land. It's not going to be business as usual. Anytime they just come start killing people. The Nigerian army is the weakest army in the world. Boko Haram, they have been fighting Boko Haram for many years, they have not achieved anything. Anytime they went there, they go and waste their bullets. They will start killing civilians. The Nigerian army is very good in killing civilians. That is their profession, to kill civilians. When you talk, they will come and arrest you. Now they can poison you, like the way the Ganifa Wayemi was killed. I'm also using this opportunity to send a message to our Yoruba neighbors. We will do a business with the Yoruba. We will live side by side. The Yoruba people have Amatekon. Good, welcome development. Since they introduced Amatekon, I have never seen Buhari deploy military men to the west to kill the Amatekon people. Why must you kill the Biafrans? The whole world is watching you, Buhari. Don't kill any of our people. I think the Fulani will not support you to kill any attempt to kill any of our people. It will lead to the disintegration of Nigeria. I hope the Fulani advisor to the Buhari, President Buhari, should know that killing of our people is not going to be acceptable. How long will you continue to be killing our people? Anytime they arrest anybody from the West, the first thing they ask, which state are you from? Are you from? They knew you from Igbo. The way they will treat him, the way they will beat him. The word Biafrans have been labeled as a terrorist. Which terrorist act have the Biafran never carried out? In the north, the Hausa Fulani will cut people throat, kill people. The federal government have not come out to come and label the Hausa Fulani who are migrating from the Sahel savannah to brandish them as a terrorist. How many times have you seen the Biafran going to the north to kill their women, rape their women, and do all sorts of evil to them? Those people who are supporting evil should stay away from evil. The word Biafran is peaceful. We are not going to kill our neighbors to actualize our dream. I want more people to come out and support Nnamdi Kanu and support our struggle. I want to make example with my state. I am from Edo State. We have 300 and something oil wells. We have the largest onshore gas reserve in Nigeria as a whole. Only the gas we have in Edo State can survive the whole of Biafra land for 300 years. Only gas we have in Edo State. The federal government have started laying a pipeline from Edo State to Ghana, to Lagos to Ghana. That they will be supplying 250 million cubic gas per day from Edo State. The largest gas onshore. We're not talking about offshore. Onshore means the gas we have in land. That is the reason why the Oba of Benin spreading on his family around the villages illegally to make sure our people are being deprived. And I want to let the Hausa Fulani government know that when things are bad, people will cry out. I'm sending this message to the Fulani-led administration that in our states where I come from, the reason why people like us are coming out today to speak out is because of the bad government we have. If things are good, nobody will complain, nobody will mention Fulani. I want to say this today to the presidency. If things are going well in our land, nobody will talk about separation. Your Excellency, Mr. President Buhari, I want to use my state as an example. Nigeria is operating a republic. We are not a kingdom. Your Excellency, President Buhari, come to my state today we have 300 and something oil well. The whole money that is coming out from the oil wells, the community, the money that is accruing to the community, the Oba of Benin and his family who migrated from Mecca, Saudi Arabia to Ile-Ife about 700 and something years ago, are in charge of those money. The family of Oba are enslaving the indigenous people of the land. Your Excellency, President Buhari, our people are dying silently. And Your Excellency, if I may respect you as the President of Nigeria currently, I'm putting this to you. Asking my people, they are all scattered all over the world. Come to Italy, our boys are now making cess from their anal cess. That is the way they can get money to pay their house. And this is it's not a new thing. Even though they are hiding it. Our women are now being fucked 5 euro in Italy, Spain, and most of the part of even in Greece, Portugal. The states where we come from, they are not doing anything to stop this menace. Instead, they are romancing with the Oba of Benin. They are pleasing the Oba of Benin and his family, and our people are dying. When I was very young, I knew very well that in the northern part of Nigeria, one Alhaji who is rich will give scholarship to the Fulanis and the Hausas to schools. I remember in the case of Major General Ishaya Bamayi and Musa Bamayi. The late Musa Bamayi drove the trucks, trailers to his village and packed. Those people don't even know how to read and write. Packed them to the military, the Nigeria Defense Academy, and all of them was recruited into the Nigerian army. That is why you see people don't come out to insult them. Your Excellency, the Federal Republic of Nigeria, we are so suffering. Every day our people are migrating away from home. Why the Fulani who are migrating from the Sahara Savannah to Nigeria? Fulani people are not migrating away from Nigeria. They are coming. But our people are running away from home. When people are running, something must be happening there. I am begging the good people of the world to listen to me and to hear me out. I'm speaking from the general perspective. I came in out today to support Biafrans. The reason is, number one, we have something in common and we have the same ancestral roots. I am not supporting Biafra because I want to get money from anybody. I'm supporting Biafra because I want our people who are scattered all over the world to come back home. Our people have to come back home. Children are the future leaders of tomorrow in their respective states. Our children we born in Mali, Senegal, Italy, they cannot be our leader. If you come to England, most of our people who came to school in England, they cannot come back home. Have you ever seen any Hausa Fulani man who school in London, who live in London will not come back home? No, he must come back home. I'm begging you all, and by the grace of God, I have started making an arrangement, and I'm trying to reach out with the Eye confraternity in Edo State. I know their number one man is Olukogan. I have nothing to discuss with Olukogan because those people are part of the people who are benefiting from the Oba of Benin and from this present suffering of our people. The number one man in man fights in Edo State is Inyawere, Julius Inyawere. The number one man in Blackers in Edo State is Ine Bineki, Ine Oye. These people are benefiting from the system. They are collecting money in the lands, and while our people are suffering. I'm appealing to our AA brothers. I want you people to support me. We are going to unite together, and I'm ready to work with you. We'll look out for resources, we'll look out for money, and to stop this jihadist Oba of Benin from sending us out from our land. And we have right to defend our future, and we must work for the interest of our children unborn. We are talking about the terrorists in Edo State. The number one terrorist in Edo State is Oba of Benin. The number two terrorist in Edo State are his families who he appointed as dukes illegally, null and void under the government. These are terrorists. I want to remove them out from the roads. And we cannot do it without your support. I'm begging all those AA confraternity to continue to reach out to me. By the grace of God, we will raise a fund. If the people think that we can remain full forever and we strike them, we are not going to be afraid of this bastard, because we are equal to the task. I'm begging all our AA brothers. I don't know how to recite in AA. The reason why I'm begging you people today, look at you today, most of the AA are beggars in Italy. Abakraya. You people are all suffering. Support me, let us work together. Look at the IAs. You are a beggar. Come to Italy, Spain, France, Blackers, they are all suffering. We have oil, we have everything in that land. Please, I know you have taken an oath. We are ready to take a new oath. Are we ready to take a oath with you people? Good oaths. AA man fights. I have reached out to AA and they are ready to support. What we need is finance. And I will come at an appropriate time to look for finance to support you people. We want you, the AA. This is your land. Being an AA man doesn't mean you're not a human being. This organization were founded to fight for the right of our people, not to kill our people. We know our land is a cursed land. I'm so very happy I'm in a good relationship with the AAs. But the IAs, I have been trying all my best to move closer to them. And by the grace of God, we are in talks and we will win their hearts. We target those Oba families, Enegis, Enogi of Ologbo, Enogi of Enyan. These are multi-millionaires in dollars. They are not from those villages. They have about escorts, different type of jeep, cars. They are criminals. And the governor, after we have voted for him, is not mingling with them, singing different type of praises with them. I want to tell you today that by the grace of God, this next year, 2021, is going to be a year of blessing for us. I am going to work with you. A year confraternity. I'm your brother. From today go, I want you people to know that I'm your brother. I'm ready to support you people financially to defend our land from this jihadist Oba of Benin. The Oba of Benin find it very easy for himself because the number one man of the Eye, who is Olukonga, is under his grip. But today, I want to let you know, the Eye people, that I will work with you on trust. Please, let us reach out to me. Let us work together. We want to defend our lands. Use that Eye to support me. I raise my hand before our Eye brother. I raise my cap. Eye Abakraya. Please come together. Let us work together and eliminate these people out of the roads. They are criminals. They are killing us. Anytime the European Union bring money, they will collect this money. They will sing big English. Look at what the governor, after all I have done for the governor, speak big grammar. I don't know how to recite my fights. I don't know. Please, you can write it for me how to recite my fights. Write it for me. I raise my cap for my fights. My fights worldwide. The one in Edo State, please. I'm ready to support you people financially, and I will raise money. Let us have what we call self. The secrets must be on trust. I'm not going to betray people. What we are fighting for, we want to liberate our states and our land from these jihadists Oba of Benin who migrated from Ile-Ife. They are the one in charge of all our resources. Anytime they want to call in Abuja, the Oba of Benin will go and be representing us. I beg you, in the name of our land, the man fights, my heads, I remove my cap for you. I don't know how to recite it. I also beg Ayemi Asman, Abi Asman. 77 is a number. Please take me as your brother. All Ayes worldwide. I love you. I cherish you. Please, let us join hands together. We are great people. Let us use this our boldness in this organization. This organization, Black House is an organization, just like the way they have a Ogboni organization, don't know those things, they recognize in law. Please let us use this organization to eliminate those Enugi. Burn down the houses. I will raise money for you people, and I'm sure what I'm saying. We are going to raise millions of nairas. By the grace of God, as from January this year, I will start looking for money. People, I will put out my number. People, I will not bring out accounts. Who anybody want to donate, we know how we are going to dispatch the information around. We're going to make it secretly. We're going to have money to finance in case any one of them is being caught, so that we have money to remove them from the net of the government. Because we cannot continue to die in river while the Oba of Benin and his family continue to enrich themselves with billions. That is, we are freedom fighters. We are not fighting Fulani in our states, and we are not fighting Hausa. We are not killing Yoruba. We are trying to eliminate the jihadists in our land. They are jihad. So they are jihadist terrorism, the Oba of Benin and his gang. I beg you in the name of God, my people. This is middle of the night. It's my Christmas message to all the courts in Benin. Arubaga, I remove my cap for you all. I don't know the name of their courts. They have many courts, Bukania. I don't know their heads. Please, if you know the information about those, our great brother who belongs to all those organizations, please. What we are saying today is we don't want to use another man's land as our land. That is the land we come from. Let us join hands together and eliminate these people. They are nothing. Just go down to their village, burn down the house where they live. and eliminate them out of the map. Then the oil company and those companies will start employing the indigenous people and the people of Biafrans, of the Edo states and everywhere. Anybody can come and work. The area where you want to get job, you go to this jihadist. They will rape you first. If they don't rape you, they cannot give you job. They don't even give you job. Go to Okomu, where my ancestors come from. My father told me that I'm from Odo. That's where my great grand ancestor, my forefather came from Udo. Still may Udo till tomorrow. That's where the people of Onitsha, people of many parts of the land immigrated from. Udo, ancient city. I love you so much. This is a message to you. And I want to make it very clear today that I will be visiting Austria. If you know you belong to any of these secret organization, please, we want you to use this organization to join us, help us to liberate our fallen land, and you will benefit from it. You all will come back home. You all will be a stakeholder in the land. Your children will school in Europe and work in our states. Like the way the Fulani are living today, there is no Fulani man in Germany who is working in the bank or medical doctor. All the Fulani doctors, they are working in their land. I beg on you today. I beg on all the secret society, please. I know there must be traitors among you people. When the Bible says, by their fruit we shall know them. I'm going to reach out to some of our Niger Delta. I don't want to mention their organization. I reach out to Niger Delta Avengers. I will also reach out to some of our Niger Delta organization. Time have come, we have to look for money to do all these things. We need to be free. Our people need to go back home. If you go to Paris today, there's a place called Chateau Rouge. Go there, look at our women, 16 years, 15 years, they are prostitutes. This is not our culture to be prostitutes. One particular family continue to enslave our people. I am not fighting the Hausa Fulani. We are agitating for our freedom and independence. And I will never be in any position where people will advise that let us kill Fulani. No, I will not do that. Because we fight for our freedom. If any Fulani man came from the north to kill any of our brothers in our state, whoever is involved in it will also be eliminated from the map. The Fulani man cannot come to my state without come to my state to kill us as a military man without the invitation by the governor or whatsoever. Fulani, we love you. We are not your enemy. Saying we want our country doesn't mean I hate Fulani. Fulani are human. I don't hate you. I'm just saying that we have right to self-determination. Fulani people have right to their own country, Arewa Republic. We are not going to kill you because you want to got your independence. You are free. We cannot continue to go to school. At the end, we will not have a place to work. We are being marginalized. Look at presidency. The president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria is a Fulani man. The secretary to the government of the federation is a Fulani man in the presidency. The chief of staff to the president, Gambari, Fulani man. The press secretary to the president, all the people around Buhari they are all Fulani. They are all Fulani. I'm so Fulani. So before people can call to contribute, please, I will be in Austria next year, February. I am going to make a European tour. I will start it from Austria. People said I will be attacked in Austria. People said they will kill me, they will attack me. I am not afraid of death. I am with my Biafran brothers. If my Biafran brothers will allow me to die, I know I die for my nation, for our freedom, and I'm making a very great sacrifice for our people. I will do everything possible within my power, within my reach, to make sure that we actualize freedom and the actualization of Biafra succeed. Well, that's what we will do. I'm ready to work with all the indigenous people of our land. The history bound us together. Gapashe is not from our land. They cannot be telling us anything about our history. Say that they are from the east. They want to. You are not from our land. You should hold on to the north. It is left for the middle belt to say where they want to belong to. We are not going to decide, and we are not going to interfere in middle belt. If you want to forcefully take middle belt as part of your Arewa Republic, you are free. It's left for the British to intervene, and we will beg the Jewish community to come and help us. I am ready to go to Israel, to go to America, to move around the world, to beg the international community to help us to have our own new nation. But I said it today, we are ready to work with those our brothers who are here. If you know you are belongs to this place, you have love for me, please, you can call me later in the not today, later in the day. It is today. Please let us work together. Let us defend our land. Thank you very much. Let me show you what Gabashi was saying.
It was planned for. There was no anticipation that there would be this sort of disturbance by IPOB. IPOB has rightfully been declared a terrorist organization by the Nigerian government. It is engaged in terror activities, illegal taxation, use of weapons against the armed forces and the police, and attack on the national institutions. So therefore, they have been declared a terrorist organization because they have clearly indicated their territorial ambitions, that they want to capture not only the states that are politically, ethnically contiguous to them, but even states that are neighboring, those states. Somebody had to act.
So let's just put aside those who might have attacked the police and look more generally at some of the grievances of some of the people there. They feel, as ethnic Igbos, they feel discriminated against as people in their own state. They say there's no development. They say no money goes to the region. They say that President Buhari has appointed Muslims into senior positions at their expense. How do you address those grievances?
Anyone who is knowledgeable of the facts on the ground will dismiss those claims as being mere propaganda designed to just deceive people who don't have the facts. The Constitution of Nigeria has guarantees for the protection of each ethnic and geographical entity. For instance, our constitution says there must be a federal minister in the cabinet from each of the 36 states of the federation. Each of the 5 states in that zone not only has a minister each, 4 of the 5 have senior cabinet ministers. In the case of the president, even his own state is represented cabinet by a junior minister. So all this talk about discrimination is politically motivated in order to black paint the government of President Muhammadu Buhari.
Let me give you the president's words himself, and you would know these words. You're his spokesman. He said, naturally, the constituencies that gave me 97% of the vote cannot, in all honesty, be treated in the same way as constituencies that gave me 5%. I think this is a political reality. Those are his words, not mine. So with that in mind, can you understand why these people feel as if they're being punished for not voting for Buhari?
I was present in the hall in the United States in Washington where he made this statement. This was extrapolated out of the context. He said, usually, normally, in the norm of politics, if they give you 95%, you expect to give them this kind of support. But he said, in my own case, I'm going to abide by the Constitution to ensure that nobody is left out. So please, the entire statement should be taken in its full context.
Do you consider Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of this IPOB group, a terrorist? Or can you talk to him at least?
The laws of Nigeria are very clear about that. A court of Nigeria has determined that already. So I have no personal opinion on the matter.
But the more the government cracks down on him and his group, the more people seem to rally around him based on ethnicity and based on identity in a region that has a history of trouble based on that. So maybe would you consider that's perhaps a bad idea?
No, on the contrary. Since the declaration of IPOB as a terrorist group, calm has returned to the region. And don't forget that it is not the government and the center that alone proscribed the IPOB. The governors of the 5 states in that region collectively determined that IPOB is an illegal organization. So there is consensus of opinion between the rulers of that region and the government and the center.
I want to ask you your opinion on what former Vice President Atiku Abubakar said recently. Now, I understand he's likely a presidential contender. He has a dog in this fight. But he said he's in favor of meeting the demands for a looser federation of Nigeria's states, of giving some of these restive regions more autonomy. What do you think of that?
Nigeria is a democratic country. Individuals are entitled to hold opinions.
Is that a good idea?
Whether good or bad, it's an opinion.
Thank you very much, and you can see what I said now. If you want to call, you can call, and the topic where we will call for is just very simple. No, it's not the Hamsa Fulani who will be telling us where we will join. Gaba Shehu is an Hamsa Fulani man. He should be interested on his Sokoto and what is called this Hamsa state, Sokoto, Kano, and all those areas on which part that you join, not us. You should talk, say, we want to create Arewa Republic. Are we fighting them? No. Is it a crime to say we want to have a referendum? We want to do it peacefully. Not the politicians should not use this. You see, the Yoruba people, they are doing their own peacefully. They didn't deploy army to the west to kill the Amatekun. They are even carrying out guns and everything. Why must our own be different? Time have come for us to start defending our own lands, our people. We are not fighting the Fulani. They shouldn't come to our land to fight us. I'm suggesting the Biafrans who are living in the north to start bringing their children home to school in home. If you know you live in the north, particularly where these Fulani people control, bring your children back home to school. Now, we want to be free. Can we remain like this as a slave to those people forever? Even in England, the Scottish have their own region. The whales have their own religion. That's what it is. So if you know you want to call, the number to call is there, you can contribute. What is the name of that man? He should not be telling us where, not be able to tell us. Yes. The other man they talk about we create group. We created a WhatsApp group, but people started pouring in. It's a WhatsApp group. So we created a WhatsApp group. People just pouring in. There's no way I can be controlling everything because I have a lot of things to do. Because the next thing I have to do, I have to close the group because people were just coming in, infiltrating into the group. Because I have a lot of things I do every day. So we are campaigning for Biafra and we must do everything within our reach to make sure that we win and we succeed and we will win. God bless you. I love what you are doing about it. You are very right. Happy Christmas, my brothers and my sisters. I know many people don't sleep now. Many people have slept. God bless you all. We love you so much. We are so proud of you. And we will continue. If you see what is going on in Europe now we be the refugee. If you go refugee house, if like you come to Germany here, people you see for refugee house, Igbo, Benin, na Biafra, and all of us be. You know, go see any other ethnic group for there. Now only Biafra, now you will see. Hardly before you see Yoruba for there. Hello, good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, my brother.
I saw you on your program. I'm watching it live right now.
Yes.
And I wish to contribute to everything that's on ground.
Yes.
I'm a Yoruba.
Yes.
In Italy.
Okay.
I want to ask if I'm sorry to say because we are all here to solve the problem.
Yes.
Of Nigeria as a whole.
Speak louder so that I can hear you.
Yeah. Okay. Is the Yoruba the problem of the whole Nigeria or the Fulanis? That is what I want to know because if we don't come together to get out of this shit, I don't think any revolution or any changes can ever happen. Because this is the thing that we all have to come together. This is not the time we need to. This is not the time we need to start out seeing if we are from this side or this side. What we are all.
Let me answer that Yoruba question. That Yoruba one. Okay. You see, the way things are going. I live in Lagos. The Yoruba people, they are Yoruba people. They speak different dialect in Yoruba. And if you have that type of ethnic group in Europe, it have to be a country on their own. It have to be a country of their own. The other day I asked a Yoruba man, how many local government do you have in Kwara State? 16 local governments. How many local governments have belonged to Yoruba? I say 12. 12 local governments. And in that 12 local government, those traditional rulers who are dressing like Yoruba, they are not being paid. Those ones who are dressing like the Fulani are being paid. Yeah, why is it like that? Why is it like that? So what I'm trying to say is that the Yoruba people they have oil. Because if you look at that lagoon, that coast, Lagos coast, that Lagos state, that offshore, there's too much of crude oil and gas reserve inside that place. From Ogun State, from Ondo State to Lagos State, they have offshore, they have oil there, they have oil and gas. And Yoruba people they have resources. Yoruba people is
But sir,
much, they are large in number,
but
because
sir,
you go to like
but,
Kogi State, some part of Kogi State, they can be a country of their own. But the question you are asking me is Yoruba people the problem? Well, the reason why I put an answer to that, they are not the problem, but the leaders, the people who are representing Yoruba, they are not representing people well.
but sir,
Any
can I ask you, can I make you to understand something?
okay?
Are you aware? Are you aware that Yorubas they are now agitating to leave Nigeria? If you are aware of that,
If I am aware of
which
that,
is
but who are the leaders? Or Tinubu? Is Tinubu in the beginning? Tinubu said, "Okay, listen, sir. In the beginning, I was young. I was secondary school during the time of Nadeko. Tinubu was even agitating to leave Nigeria for Oduduwa. But after Tinubu become governor, started enjoying money, Tinubu have started saying that he will die for one Nigeria, as old as it is. And
we
there is nobody in the Yoruba land who can talk without the influence of Tinubu. If you
okay.
win
Can
election
I
in Ondo State, Tinubu will change the results and put his
yeah?
person there.
Can I correct you in that section?
Okay.
People that are in Yoruba lands now that they are agitating for Yorubas, they might not have money as Tinubu, but they have more influence than Tinubu. And all the Tinubu have been condemned totally as a Yoruba. It is not going anywhere with the Oduduwa lands. Are you listening to me?
Is Gani, what is the name of the around Nokan for? What is the name of that guy? Gani Adams. Abi?
No, it's not even Gani Adams.
Is that one
Gani
also
Adams is
agitating for Oduduwa Republic? That one is agitating for the structure. Listen, Oga. Gani is what is his name? Or around Nokan for what is the name of that man? Is it Gani Adam or what?
I don't can't come for it's not Gani Adams.
What is his name?
It's not that because Gani Adams is the head of the OPC.
Actually, Ora, listen. Are you a Yoruba man? Are you current? Who is the Ara or Kankanfo of Yoruba land? Who is the?
I don't can't come for he's from Oyo State.
I'm not talking about the Olafian for you. Ara or Kankanfo is that man from Ondo State, the OPC leader. Is this Gani Adams? Is Gani Adams?
No.
Is Gani Adams is the Are or Kankanfo? You are Yoruba man. You have to know who is holding the position. It was Abiola who was holding the position before. He died in prison, detention. I'm not from Yoruba land, but I know around Nokankamfo is Gani Adam, that man that come from Ondo. And the Yoruba people are accusing him that he's a Nupe man. He's a Fulani, from father is a Fulani. How can we achieve Oduduwa when you have the Fulani man inside your midst? And the man is even agitating for restructuring. It's not agitating for Oduduwa Republic.
Let me tell you something. We are not agitating for restructuring because you don't follow the forum. It's all over the world. The petition is all over the world. We might not as loud as Biafra, but we have plans. You understand? Because the old problems in Nigeria right now, they are not Yorubas. The problems are the Fulanis that they give the opportunity to have the upper hands.
I'm hearing you, sir.
To have the upper hands in our country. You getting me?
Yes.
So that is we the citizens, we supposed to come together. We don't need to criticize or to be a tribalism, either you're from Benin or Edo or Igbo or Yorubas. We are supposed to come together to fight all these things together to make it work.
Okay.
Because I believe
we are ready. Okay, let me make one example now. You see, in our history, we have historical ties and ancestral DNA with the Igbo. I want to tell you something. I just want to tell you something. Wait. In Lagos, you know what they call us? When I tell them I'm from Edo State, they say, Ọmọ Igbo Bini, Ọmọ Igbo Ile Ebinu, Ole Buruku. You know what? That is, I'm not forgetting about Ole. The Yoruba people recognize me as an Igbo man. They don't know whether there is Bini or George. They don't know this. When I was growing in Lagos, I lived in Lagos for 6 years. So what the reason why I'm saying this thing today, Yoruba people don't have one language. They have different language. If you go to Ekiti, they have different language. In the Biafrans, we are supposed to also have different languages. And they know the reason why I like Yoruba people. They know, they knew that our border is Ore in Ondo State. They knew it very well.
Yeah.
And I know Yoruba people will never in their history say they want to come and occupy another man's land. They are not very good in that. They are peace-loving people. Then we are ready to work with you. See, what I'm agitating for now, what I'm fighting for now is that those Yoruba people who are benefiting from Buhari, they are not talking. They are campaigning for restructuring. A common man like you and me, you are campaigning for self-determination. You look at Gani Adams, who was campaigning for Republic of Oduduwa. Today is not campaigning for restructuring. Are you satisfied with Gani Adams?
Because it is meant to have a betrayal among any organization. Even when Jesus Christ came to this earth, he also has a betrayal among his follower.
Okay, what
is Judas the Iscariot?
What is your advice now? I want to put it for you now, between you now. So just now, I advise now.
Okay.
Are you in support of Biafran to survive, to go on their own, and Yoruba should go on their own? Are you in support of that peacefully?
I am totally 1,000% support of Biafra.
God bless you, sir. God bless you. But do you know your boundary? Do you know the boundary you have in? Do you your map of the Oduduwa? Where your map pass? Where is the border? Where do you have border in what the Oduduwa in? Is it those state Oduduwa? I want to ask you this question.
No, being with the time being, all these things are going to be solved.
I just asked a question to you. Do you see? No. Sorry, sir. I asked a question. Do you see Edo State as Oduduwa?
Because when
I asked a question. No. I asked a question.
Historically, part of Yoruba and part of Igbo, part of Oduduwa and part of Biafra. So
I don't understand. I asked a question. Do you see Edo State as Oduduwa, or how do you see it?
Sir, let me just.
I saw a map. I saw a map of Edo State inside Oduduwa. I was shocked.
Yes, let me just go straight to the point. Let me just give a very simple answer. Is that with the time being, when we all fight this together and leave the zoo called Nigeria, and then we can decide on this. The parts which I don't want to take, there will be the one to decide without forcing.
God bless you.
You understand? Because when we come to look at it, it seems to be in the middle. You getting me? It seems to be in the middle.
I want to also ask you a question, sir. Sorry, this question.
Okay.
The Edo people.
Yeah.
Do you agree that Oduduwa is from Edo State? No, not like that. Were you taught in school, or did your ancestor told you that Oba Abini gave birth to Oduduwa? Have you heard that type of in your history that Oduduwa, it was Oba Abini who gave birth to Oduduwa, or it was Oduduwa grandson who came to fight in Edo State and have a child and place his child there? What do you agree with?
It's when the Oba of the Benin, when he died, that was when a news goes to the Ilefe, why the Oromiyan said there has to be someone that will go there to be a king. That was when they sent an Oduduwa someone to go to Edo State to become a king.
Is it Oduduwa's son or a great grandson?
the great grandson or Odudua, but I know it is an Odudua indigene that comes from Ile-Ife to Benin and become a
you see what you said now. It is 100% truth. Oduduwa's son did not come to Benin. It was the great grandson, because Oromia came 12th century. You understand? And Oduduwa is 1,300 years old. Somebody who Oduduwa cannot be in around. Oduduwa came to Ile-Ife around 7th century. Somebody who came to Ile-Ife 7th century cannot give birth. Oromio who came 12th century. How many years? About 500 years interval. How can he give birth? That is not going to work. Those illiterate among our Benin people who are just being misled with fake rumor. Just like tomorrow the what is called this man, the Alafian for your Kabisi, we also say that he's the one that gave birth to Duduwa. Is that not a child's play?
It is a chance. It is because they don't really want to say the truth. All the elders don't really want to say the truth.
Thank you very much. And I will continue to use this opportunity to call on our Yoruba brothers we are supporting them in Oduduwa referendum and the actualization. And we want people to also send me your link. I will also share it on my wall for people to sign the signature, so that we want to go on our own, just like we want to have a place. Thank you very much.
All right.
Thank you, sir.
All right. Okay. No.
Hello. Hello. So anybody want to call will contribute. My Yoruba brother, I'm so happy with you. I love you so much, sir. Hello. Hello. Good evening, sir. Wait, hold on. 1 second. Hold on. Hello. Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, good morning, Moshe.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah, how are you doing?
Fine, sir. Talk, I'm hearing you.
Yeah, Mr. Moshe, good morning.
Go on.
Yeah, my name is Jerry. I'm calling from Hong Kong.
Of the one you are watching, that one they talk to 2 times, so that I hear you.
Awesome. Hold on. Let me handle it. Yeah, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay. I just saw you online, and I'm interested in what you are doing.
God bless you, sir.
Yeah, I'm from Biafran land. Precisely, I'm from Abia State.
God bless you, sir.
Okay. There are things I want to say a little bit. I don't follow you muchly. Today I got you online. I've been trying to get you anyway. This place called Igodomikodo, because our able leader Mazin Nambekano have been saying things about this Igodomikodo, that is the key that opens the key.
Yes.
The key that unlocks the key.
Yes.
And that meaning, Igodomikodo is an Igbo language to say. And
the real name of that,
sorry,
the real name of the, let me just tell you so that you understand it very well. I'm from that state.
Yes.
The name of the whole land is called Obodidu, the land of Idu. Then Obodidu, that is the land of Idu, the whole land.
Yes.
Then the name of the first king of the land is not Igodomigodo, it's called Igodo. Igodo, that is key, padlock. That is the name of this first king. Then why Udo is where the people of Onitsha came from. The people of many ethnic groups came from Udo. If you go to Udo, you see these people ravage. I want to say it in English. They committed genocide and massacre. You see, in Udo, that place they name Udo. That is where Oromia penetrate to our lands. Oromio is the father of this jihad. They were jihad. They came with jihad to killing people, cutting their heads. What am I trying to say is that
the same thing they are doing
even today.
If
in
you
every
go
part of
to if you go to if you go to that Odosa, we have many clans. They have the Urobo clan. You know, so everybody ran away. They have the Ijo clan. They have the different language that you have never seen in your life. That is why Oromia went back. Oromia said,
the reason why I ask you this question,
okay,
there's something I just want to bring in here.
okay.
You know, the Igodo, Migodo. Please, let me ask you one question. Do you speak Igbo?
I'm not from the Igbo clan. You know, we have different language in our land.
You're not an Igbo, yes, but the most of the names they answer in that place is Igbo name. Like what you said,
the reason why
Obodo is an Igbo language.
You know what I'm trying to tell you, guy? The language they will speak in our land is too much language. Oromia saw this thing. It was not only one language they were speaking. That we have to understand very well. When Oromia come to the land was not the land of only Igbo. The people who resisted the Oba were the Urobo, Ijos, Isoko. Some people who never even resisted it, they started a systematic cleansing. So what I'm trying to tell you, the language that the land have was just like the Israelite languages. It was strange, just like you have a snake who will give birth and have different colors.
Okay.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. That is the land was just different mystery land. That's what Oromia said. When Oromia tried, Oromia was confused that this land is a strange land. Now look at the people. You cannot hear this language. This one will speak another. Than different clan. Oromia said, this land is Ile Ibinu, the land that doesn't accept foreigner.
Hold on.
Yes.
Hold on. You are explaining so deep. So there is a reason why I called you.
Yes.
Because our leader, Mazen Namdekano, is trying so much to let people understand something that our people refuse to understand.
Yes.
That you are speaking different language in Urobo language, this and that, doesn't make you that you are not from that clan.
God bless you.
You can speak a different
language.
You can speak different language, different tongues, but you are from the same ethnic group. I mean, you belong to the same people.
The two people.
Like some people are saying that they're not Biafrans, why? Because of their language. You refuse to understand that in Igbo land, let's be precise. If you go to Enugu, in Soka people, when they go back to their tongue, I from Abia State, I won't understand what.
But you are aware that the Osaka people also have an historical how they left Benin many years ago.
Yes. So you say that what we are doing with our brother, there is something that he refused to understand in what you are telling him and what he is saying elsewhere. Because of the language problem. So many people are saying, I'm not a Biafran.
You know where we are getting it wrong.
That's
you know, some people are trying to just use it. Everybody must have speaking Igbo language. That is not how it's supposed to be.
That is the problem.
Then the people are misinforming themselves. That's why Nnamdi Kanu is speaking English to address people. People say no, speak Igbo, no, because the land was like that. That's how the land was being run.
If you address with Igbo, some people from Kalabare or the people from
they will not hear you.
They will say that they don't want to speak to what they will understand.
You cannot use the one language. You see, that is what we're saying. That is that. You see, I want to put one point before you. You see, the people of Enugu Ezike, they came through. They ran away through the river, not land with foot. They ran away. They were family on family, not one family. Many people ran away through that river. They went. They now arrive at that present day. What do you call it? In Aganebode, that side, very close to Kene. They arrive in that place. When they arrive in that place, it was the Igala people who helped them to cross that river to the Igala land. Then from there, they now settled down in the present day Enugu Ezike. And their grandfather told them that, look at, this is where we come from. But the problem we are having today, sir, we did not left once. It was batch by batch. That is what is confusing people.
Yes.
That is the confusion among our people. And do you know what they are using to divide us now? they are not bringing an Igbo agenda. They say, oh, Biafra is an Igbo. Biafra, they don't speak only Igbo. Then when we are telling them, no, look, if you come to Edo State, you have the Igbo ethnic group. They are there. There is if you ask them, they speak Igbo language. You ask them, where do you come from?
Yes.
They will tell you many years ago that the Oba, one of the Oba, who was killing them,
Yes.
they left the lands. He was killing them just for no reason, for human sacrifice. You see, the people of Eze Chima, the people of Aniocha local government in Anambra State, and the people of Onitsha, many local government there, these people came lately. They left with their own language. The language they brought to that land is an Igbo language. The confusion that is confusing our people now that, do you see the people of Urobo, they left with their own Urobo language, and that is what they still speak today. The people of Ishan left with Ishan language, and they still speak the Ishan. The people of Igbo also left to those language, and they still speaking it. So what the question I'm saying, the reason why the Igbo people have more population man than the rest is because these people run far away. They cross that big river. According to the history of Benin, the Oba never crossed that big river. When you cross the mighty river, they will leave you. Because if you look at right from that 13th century to around kind 18th century, when they were trading on slaves, the Oba of Benin sold the highest slaves. Who were the slaves? He reduced the population of the Biafrans. So you see, you will see an ethnic group is too small. You know what happened to the rest people? They were being sold to slavery. Just like you have Onitsha, two local government in Onitsha. People just be coming every day, they be selling them every time. How will you allow them to grow? And I think it will be reducing.
Please, there is Mr. Murphy.
Yes.
I want us to digress something about this, our Yoruba brother. I am so much happy of what he said, about what he said.
Yes.
He said that he's 1000% in support of Biafra.
Yes.
And like our Ebu leader has made it, he has done great job to unite the Yorubas and the Biafran struggle. So I want to advise our Yoruba brothers and sisters that they should be, like what our leader always said, consistency is the key to achieving everything that we are doing in this struggle. Not today that, oh, we want to separate from Nigeria. Tomorrow you are saying about restructure. Like one of them is you mentioned here.
Gani Adams talking about restructure.
Yes, Gani Adams. Yes, he's talking about restructure, and you have proven to him that he's not a pure Yoruba man. That is why he's saying a different thing from the opinion of the Yorubas.
Mm-hmm.
You know. So
and sir, I want to put one thing to you, sir. You see the Yoruba people.
Yes.
The Yoruba people have decided. They created Amatekun. They came with the idea of but nobody who knew who brought the idea, but the idea was accepted by majority of them, and they accepted it.
The whole governors and
they accepted it. But you will not say you want to advise the Yoruba. The Yoruba people have wake up to their responsibility. They want to hold them to themselves.
I'm just only putting something to them that they must be constant in what they want to do.
If you look at the way things are going now,
tomorrow the likes of will organize the aburus in Yoruba land. They will start singing and dancing.
No, if you look at the way things are going now, the Yoruba people are the most organized in Nigeria now. In the south, sorry. In the south, they are the most organized now, because if you look at the Amatekun, Buhari have not deployed military men to go and kill them. But you saw what I was showing just now, where Buhari deployed thousands of troops. That white man was asking Gebashe.
There's no Buhari there. Don't talk about Buhari.
Let the office of Buhari, or there is no Buhari, it's an office. The presidency is an office. Yes. They have many people working there. Right. Office of the Buhari, or is no Buhari. President Buhari have deployed military men, thousands, to the southeast of part of Biafra. They ask him, says a routine exercise. But he was brandishing IPOP as a terrorist group. What about a Fulani herdsmen who are raping women, who are killing farmers?
Other groups they have
Meeti Allah, who are financing Fulani herdsmen. Are they not terrorist group? They are proud of it. So what they are trying to do now, we were told they want to bring in Jonathan Goodluck because now they know the Igbo people are ever ready, and now the Yoruba people are also singing is sing of independence. You see, according to that Yoruba brother just now, we are going to do it amicably because, like me, I want to make you to understand. My Bini people, they are all ever ready with me. The border, the boundary of Biafran consists of all the ethnic groups. It's not an only Igbo agenda.
No,
I understand. These people should stop all those thinking about Igbo agenda. Igbo people, even they have many ethnic groups inside Biafra. Everybody must not speak an Igbo to be a Biafran. We have Ijo, we have Urobo, we have Isoko. That is where they are using that weakness to attack us. All of us must speak one language.
In Biafra, Igbo if it's minority.
So if you don't speak Igbo, that doesn't mean you are not Biafra. Those things should stop. Anybody who is sensing that thing,
excuse me,
stop
brother,
it.
my brother, the reason why they are putting it this way is that the leader of indigenous people of Biafra is from Igbo land. That is the only reason. That is the only reason why they are doing this.
Let them do, that one is normal. We will also thank the Igbo clan or ethnic group for helping us to achieve freedom. We owe them respect. I said, we will be so happy. You see, I want to tell you something, okay? If you look at Edo State, where I come from now,
Yes.
About 5 years ago, when you make sure Biafra, people will want to eat you. Do you know why?
You're right.
Do you know why? Because of the wrong information we're born into. The wrong information. But today, if I tell you the help God brought me to open eyes of my ethnic group. You see, today you see people now coming out. I'm not the first person who started saying we are Biafran, but I didn't come out to say we are Biafran without proof. Here in Germany, in Europe, if you want to win case in court, you bring your proof. I was able to prove it that the Oba of Benin is a jihadist who migrated from Mecca, Saudi Arabia, their ancestors, and they came to fought war in our land. So how can a foreigner be claiming that he's the owner of Republic of South or whatever nonsense? I make it to understand. Even my friend called me from Wari, Urubo, and different ethnic group here there, Joe Urubo, Isoko, and one Benin, they were watching me. You see, they will call me in a conference call in a beer parlor. They say, when they used to think that the Oba Benin was their father, now they knew everything that they are not Biafrans. They were so happy.
My brother, I want to thank you. I want to thank you for the job you are doing. Keep doing it. Nobody brought Nnamdi Kanu into this thing. God only brought him. And from Nnamdi Kanu, so many years, millions of eyes have opened. Millions of thoughts have opened. Forget about all these people that say Flefu, Wazrike, and Uchemefo, and that dickhead nonsense man from US who will live and die there for nothing. They are just jealous. They are only jealous of what they cannot achieve. That the small boy, like he called him a small boy, is able to open his eyes at his age. He could not achieve it. So my brother,
thank you very much.
I don't want to take much of your time because I know that other people want to call.
Thank you very much.
I just want to thank our Yoruba brother.
Thank you.
And you, my brother, for bringing this struggle to the point of people that they don't refuse to understand that we are one. Forget about the languages, forget about Igbo, forget about Urobo, forget about South.
Hello. Good evening, sir. Good morning.
Good morning, my brother.
Go on.
Yeah, I just want to make a contribution.
Okay.
Yeah, what is it? I'm not against anybody trying to maybe go with Biafra or Tutuwa or
Where are you from?
Republic, whatever.
Where are you from, sir?
Everybody has it. Yeah?
Where are you from?
I'm from Edo State.
Which part of Edo State?
I'm from Auchi, precise.
Okay, go on, sir.
So I'm not against any of this. But what I'm looking at in Nigeria that we are today, our character, how we behave. I will give you a simple example. The train service that was recently done by this present administration of Buhari.
Mm-hmm.
Look at it that they are selling. Do you know sometimes this train, they travel on this track empty or half full because the tickets have been sold to the black market. And the people
that is not what we are saying now. Okay, listen, wait. You see,
you always like
I'm
going somewhere.
wait.
I'm going somewhere.
Wait. If the ticket is not sold up, but this is not what we are discussing here. I live in
I'm
Germany.
going somewhere.
I live in Germany. Don't refer to this ticket. When we have our own country, or ticket have not been sold, if you go to Togo, those areas, these are domestic matters. You cannot bring you and your wife matter into the national parliament of the country. Don't be comparing. We are talking about state matters, a state issue. See, we are talking about state issue. So I'm just making an example. When we are in the parliament, we're talking about states, something that affects states. You are not bringing your wife matter to this. It's not advisable. When you want to talk, you don't be making example. People buy ticket. People in Germany, I live in Germany. People enter tickets, train. They don't buy tickets. We're talking about individual character. How those things exist. Even in Israel, they have prison where they say God come for, Jesus Christ come for. They have prison. Jerusalem, people commit crime. People even rape women. All these are domestic affairs. These are not what you should brought to limelight. You understand? So let us behave like people who are informed. So if you have been invited to speak in the what do you call it, international media, this mission, using that one as an example, this is not advisable. Please, let's behave like people who are informed and people who have basic education. Don't put it like that. Sorry, sir. Just go something very important to make example with, not coach people that are. This is not our business. These are domestic affair. Please go on, sir. Sorry to interrupt you. I just want to go straight to the point. Yes.
So if you look at the character of a Nigerian, how prepared are we that when we go to our respective country, we will be able to repair and behave the right way? Owning a country, to me personally, is not the solution to our problems. Because at the end of the day, we will all go to our respective countries with this same character, with the way we behave, how to cheat, how to make things and destroy things, not to build things. How are you sure that the billionaires we have today in our regions, in the western region, in the northern region, the southern region, and the eastern region, do you think they will leave power for you and I? Do you have the money that they...
Ask the question again, please, Oga. Put the question straight before me so that let me answer it.
Okay, I want you to ask, for example, now, we have a lot of these politicians that are presently in government, that have been in governments before, that they have stolen so much money. They have so much influence and so much power with all the money they have. When we finally get our Biafra, get our Oduduwa, get our Arewa, whatever we want, do you think these men, with all this power and money, do you think they will give you and I space to rule over them? Okay, how do we plan to get the power from them?
Let me answer that question. If you go to America today, Bill Gates, Mark Zuckerberg, Soros, the richest men in the world, they are Jews. They are not up to 1% of the population of America. If you go, about 50% of the senators in the Senate House, they are Jews. Are they not still voting in America today? Does their richness stop people from the country from moving forward? That one will bring advantage to our country. Listen. I want to make an example. I want
people pulling the string behind
the country.
Going to history and look at it.
Oga, is the country. We don't care if they are moving backward. But the problem, what the people want is that The people are fine. America, if you are from America, if you live in America, you work, you have money, and there is everything. They make, if the country is good for the people, and the people are stealing money, there's no problem about this. But the situation whereby one section of the people are benefiting, the remaining, some side are being brandished as the terrorists, the other side have been marginalized, and therefore things are happening. This doesn't have to do with character. This has to do with national polity. Start it from what you are saying now, sir. You are making a point. If there is no country that will emerge today that will not have crime, even that very moment the country was declared, people will still go to a bank and rob. These things are bound to happen. Law, the rule of law must be enforced. Even though you are a millionaire, you are a billionaire, that doesn't matter. There's what we call rule of law. The people said they want their own country, and you are deploying military men to the east to do what? To kill them. You that is deploying the military men in your region where you come from as a Fulani man, you see they have banditry, they have Fulani headsmen going around with guns. Under the Nigerian law, is the Fulani immune, or they have immunity to be parading in the north, not even our zone now, to be going around with AK-47? You don't see anything wrong in that. But are we complaining from the south? If the Fulani are using AK-47 to be killing their own people, we don't care about this. Their own leaders should come and say something about that one. That is their primary responsibility. But what we are saying today is that if you go to London, a Fulani man will go to school in London and come back, immediately will be employed either in the police or civil service or in all these things. They are very, very well connected, and they are the one carrying everything, they are safe along. If you and Edo State man, you go to school in London, you not come back home, because if you come back home, nobody, being an Edo man, even in your state, the Oba will never allow them to employ you. It's a crime.
My brother, let me quickly say something about this Hausa people, how they help themselves.
We're not talking about how they help themselves, Oga. We are not interested about how they help themselves. What we are interested, Oga, no, that is not what I'm saying. What I am saying, talking about national, not about individually.
Okay.
The Fomsa Fulani as a people, they are the one in power. So we don't want this type of government anymore. Listen, Oga, Fulani is good or not bad. Well, I'm not really about, they are good people. I love the Fulani because they are helping their own people. But what we say, a country cannot go on like that. When Igbo man is there, helping Igbo, a Hausa man is there, these are no way of living. This is no type of government we have once. This does not exist in Germany. When a Dusseldorf man is there, he put all Dusseldorf. If Leipzig man is there, he put all Leipzig. If Munich is there, he put all this one. What we have in Nigeria, the Hausa Fulani, they love themselves. Let them have their own country if they wish. By deploying the Hausa Fulani army to kill the Igbo people, it will be a counterproductive. Because the Yoruba people came out of recent. They said they want to have their own state police. Buhari said no. The reason why they are rejecting state police is because they know we will have state police. They cannot carry out those their heinous crimes in our land. Okay, in Germany here, they have state police. They have federal police. This has nothing to do. The state police this is job creation. Just let me start with now in Edo State now, who we have state police. The commissioner of police will be from Ishaman or Aunchiman. The whole police station will be from the whole police officer will be from Edo State. Is that not a job? It's a job creation. They don't, the outside people will lose more employment by having a state police. They are going to return them back to their home. Then another area of true federalism also. So we now have what we call regional system of government, like number 2 now. Talk about energy, what we call about energy, that is electricity company, power. Edo State will now have its own power. I'm making examples, sir. All these things are affecting them. They are blocking federalism. So since you don't want us to have a federalism, you go. You can't just be killing these people. You say you force them to be Nigerian. But the Yoruba people to kill Igbo anymore. The Yoruba people, even Yoruba people are telling the Igbo people to go back to your land. You are not from Yoruba land. Go and have your country. And Yoruba people, they are ready. They don't need to kill us. The people they are in charge of this killing, they are Europe, they are Hausa. Have you seen Yoruba man ordering the military men to go and kill Igbo? They will not do that again. It was only Obasanjo was doing that nonsense.
Anyway, to be fair to the Hausas, we all know, like Mazuna Kanu said the other time, if you listen to his last broadcast, was the people doing the killings in Nigeria are not even Nigerians. According to what he said, are imported Erufai. They are coming from other countries as well. They don't see as if it's outside people that are killing us. Mm-hmm. To summarize the whole thing, at the end, I want everyone to have their country, which is a good thing. Biafra they will have, and everybody will have. But one thing that I'm saying that is still lacking is the mindset. We are still going to carry our Nigerian mentality to our country.
Oga. It's majority that they will vote. Oga, everybody, Oga, mentality, keep that one for yourself. We have rule of law. We have police. We have courts. If you commit crime, here in Germany, I live in Germany. Whether you have mindset or have mindset, keep it for yourself. You don't violate another person's rights. That is when we have our country, the rule of law must come to stay. If you violate my fundamental human rights, I will approach the law enforcement agency. Then I will seek for redress. So if you enter train, you shoot people for train, the rule of law is there. It is not the duty of the law enforcement agency to enforce the law. That is it. How it works in the Western world. I live in Niger Republic before. I live in Niger Republic before. When I was in Agadez, all those Chadians who used to traffic all those our people through the desert, one of them came with those their Marlboro motor. They brought some of our sisters from Libya. That was many years ago. So they brought this of our sister. They said so much to stand for that our sister that they don't have money. About 5 of them. I now say, okay, don't worry. These people are from my states. Don't worry, the Chadian. I said, don't worry. I will stand for them. After standing for them, those our sisters, they were calling their family from Europe. They refused to bring money to pay the Chadian. The Chadian man carrier brought out that guy. I wanted to cut my stomach. The next thing I did, I ran to the police. The police came and arrested the Chadian man. He was begging me. It's rule of law. In Niger Republic, you cannot carry out those nonsense. The security arrangement in Niger Republic is so strong. Their security, that Niger Republic, apart from all those Boko Haram you are seeing, these are Nigeria, and this Boko Haram you are seeing today, and those Fulani men. Okay, you can see the other day in Katsina, the border was opened down. The military men were there. The Fulani were pouring in from Mali, from different countries, without passport, without visa, without nothing. Just pouring into the country. And they will not be questioned, they will not be interrogated. Where are they going? They came with money. Who gave them money? And Erufai was saying that we are the Africans. They can move. Can you move to Mali without passports? Can you go to Cameroon without passport? But the Fulani man cannot try these things in Ghana. They are all shipping to our land. See, I am not fighting. I have Fulani as friends from Sokoto, from Abuja. I have Fulanis. But the way these people are just doing it is so obvious. Like in presidency in Abuja, Buhari is a Fulani man. Secretary to the government of the Federation, Fulani man. Chief of staff to Buhari. In short, everything is just Fulani.
In that one, it's not trying at all.
The chief of army staff, Buruntai, Fulani. Inspector General Police, Fulani. Minister of Defense, Oga, listen, Minister of Defense, Fulani man. Controller General of Police, Fulani man. The Chief of Air Staff, Fulani. The most lucrative position in Nigeria, National Intelligence Agency, NIA, Fulani man. Most of all those GOC in Nigeria Army are Fulani man. Okay. You just look all the position. All of them, Fulani. Where are we going?
Okay.
What is going on?
Okay. If we look at Nigerian structure now, you are seeing how the house is putting Fulani.
Is that how it's supposed to be?
Structure. Look at IPOP structure. Look at from the director, which is Kanu, and all the key position. Is there anybody who is not Igbo inside?
Okay.
Is that not the same thing?
Okay, let me tell you something about IPOP is an organization. IPOP is not a government structure. IPOP is an organization. I have my own organization. I am the president. IPOP is not what we are going to use as the president, vice president. Isn't that the president of Biafra? We are going to have a vote. It's not.
Carries a lot of ethnic tribes.
Oga, listen.
People are making Biafra.
I want to ask you something. Don't you see Tom Polo have movement for the emancipation of Niger Delta? MEDS. Do you see he make Igbo as the vice? Or he make you as the secretary? This is an organization. It's an organization, Oga. This is Oga. This is if you register organization. This IPOP is an organization registered in England.
Now you are understanding what I'm saying. This is the mentality I'm talking about.
This is not mentality. There is nothing like mentality there. There is nothing like any mentality there. I have my own. I have an organization I found. It's called Igodomigodo Family. I found it. So I did not put Igbo advice or put this. We're structuring what? I have my own movement. If you have your own movement, everybody have his own movement, and let us we will now merge together and form one entity. IPOP is not the government of Biafra. IPOP is an organization, one of the organization. It is not only Nnamdi Kanu who's agitating for Biafrans. They have many organizations. The other day, Uche Mefo, people say it's a betrayer, also came out. He says he's organizing his own as a Biafra community radio. And the Asari Dokubo have military forces. Many organizations are coming out. This have nothing to do with the government or structure of Biafra. So if you have any questions, ask any question. If you have anyone.
What I want a situation where me in Edo State, where someone in Nijo, where some other person in another place in Sapio or anything, we look at this Biafra struggle and say it is not an Igbo thing. Because already, the way people are seeing this Biafra struggle as an Igbo thing because of the way their people are going about it.
Okay, if you see it like that, sir, if you see it like that, then I am coming out today. I said, if you look at my my platform now, you see it, Igodomigodo descendants. That is what I wrote there. It's a movement, and we are merging together. I'm not representing our own people. I'm representing my own movement, and I am not a member of IPOB. I am a Biafrans. I'm a Biafra man, and I am agitating for the safe, what do you call it in English? For Biafra, what do you call it, independence. But I am not an IPOB is an organization, and once Urike have his own Musop, Tom have the, but which one is more effective among all? Which one is working? Which one is genuine? Which one is fighting the struggle? Which one is moving forwards? Which one people are listening to? Don't you see people from those states are now coming out and now associating themselves with Biafra? About 6 years ago, 6 years ago, sir, do you see anybody, when you mention Biafra, like you are just mentioning it poison in people's ear.
Yeah.
But now people are now coming out and say, I'm a Biafra. Do you know what it takes for somebody to just put, and they do statement to say, I'm a Biafra? But people are now falling in love. People started falling in love with this struggle. Okay, now we say we don't want Biafra. Are we satisfied with this present Fulani administration in Nigeria? A situation whereby you finish school, nobody will accept you. It's not only the Igbo people that are suffering. No. I lived in Lagos before. The population of Igbo people in Lagos is about 35%. For you to be an Igbo man, you cannot be voted into office and you cannot be voted for. It's forbidden in Lagos. What type of Nigeria is that? In Nigeria, where an Igbo man cannot contest election in Lagos, they will tell you Nyamiri, Olubruku, or Igbo, call you different type of names. Is that how we're supposed to live? There is nothing you can do. They will tell you your woman cannot be a governor in Enugu. So some of the things they will be saying, okay, now these people say they want to go on their own. They want to have freedom. And you are now forcing them not to go. You say you want to kill them, and you'll be killing them. The other time, the Yoruba have been led go on to kill almost about 5 million Biafrans. Okay, have you ever seen any place in the north where a IPOP go and carry out terrorist acts, bomb Biafra, bomb Yoruba, or rape their women and cut their neck? Have you ever seen anywhere in Fulani land and the IPOP did all these things to them? Have you ever seen it? But you are seeing this thing in Enugu. It happened in Enugu. It happened in Igbo land. And the Fulani man will come from the north and kill Igbo woman, rape them, and do all these type of things. And these people will be classified as bandits, or they will call them headers clash.
Oh, these are terrorists. They are terrorists.
For your information, sir, for your information, I am not against Fulani. I am not fighting against them. I will not accept under my influence for any Fulani should be killed in our territory. But what I am saying today is that we have right to self-determination. We are tired of being a Nigerian. And me, myself, I am planning to meet with some of our Biafran leaders. We will also go to America to go and meet all those what do you call it? They call it in establishments in America. Those are Israeli. They are senators. They are what do you call them? They are those billionaires. We just go and meet them and beg them to give us our country. And we also try to reach out the French government and those people living in this Europe, and to beg them that look at what is going happening now. Let me use Germany as an example, sir. If you come to Germany here, the population of the asylum seeker in Germany here from Nigeria, the highest percent of the asylum seeker in here, out of 100% in Germany, 96% are Biafrans. Then if you let us remove the Biafran name from it, if you check the population of the asylum seeker, 72% of them are from Edo State. Edo, let me tell you, 82% of them are from Edo and Delta. Then about 10% of these people are from the East. Just look between the Biafran space. Let me say 98% of the asylum seekers in Germany, 98% of the asylum seekers are from Biafrans. And this Biafra is where we have the oil that is feeding the nation. See, Oga, I want to put something to you today, sir. Okay, don't you think when we have a Biafra tomorrow now, like Edo State now, who is going to be the police, the head commissioner of police in Edo State? Is going to be an Edo State man. That's called state police. They should go all those banks you are seeing there. They should go local content. This will employ us. It's called regionalism will exist in our state. True federalism must be practiced. What we have in Nigeria is Fulanilism. This is not federalism. Fulanilism. Eh? Air Force of every year. If you have 100 generals, 80% of the generals are Fulani. Is that how country is supposed to be run? What is the population of Fulani in Nigeria? 9%. They are minority. Even the job will have 10%. But my Oga, let us support Biafra agitation. Have you seen that the Kano ever come to Edo State to come and collect the oil? Have you seen the oil we have in Edo State? Any Igbo man is, how many Igbo man have oil in Edo State? Measure it one. Say this oil in Edo State. But you can make sure Hausa Fulani having oil in Edo State. Do you see any Igbo man having any oil? Just tell me one. No Igbo man have oil in Edo State. I can swear to that. Okay, the land the Oba Abini is selling now, is Igbo people that is selling the land? It was not the Kano selling our land in Edo State. The whole oil where the money they are collecting, do you see now the Kano collecting any money? Collecting tax from Edo State. Even in Biafran agitation today, how many people from Edo State are paying dues? 0%. Is not the Kano the problem of our land? Eh? Have you ever seen any Yoruba man insulting Nnamdi Kanu? No. Have you ever seen any Yoruba man coming out of social media that Nnamdi Kanu is the problem of their Ile Oduduwa? Because they are educated people. The reason why you see in Benin some of those people that are coming insulting Nnamdi Kanu is because the Oba of Benin is sponsoring them. Because they knew today that the fight went to social media. They are sponsoring what do you call them, miscreants, which civilian, and the other one in Italy. Look at people who are fighting Nnamdi Kanu. It's not the Kanu the cause of the prostitution. Come to Italy, it's 5 euro. Our women go to 5 euro. Isn't that the Kanu the cause of? Isn't that the Kanu who is causing the problem? Why are fucking 5 euro? They are sleeping with our boys in the Nyash. Isn't that the Kanu is the cause? What have not the Kanu cause? Did the Biafra people kill all our people in the war? It was not the same about Benin who confused Gowon to make sure that.
Yeah, I want you to tell me that story. How did the Oba of Benin cause that war? I didn't understand that point that day you're talking about.
It was not Fulani who caused that war. In that, what happened during the war in Aburi? You know, the killing of the Igbo, particularly the Igbo people, was too much in the north. After the counter coup in Ibadan of Fajuyi and what do you call it, that guy, Aguironsi, when Major Fadi was killed in Ibadan. So the Hausa people, the Fulani and Hausa started killing the Igbo people in the north. Thousands of them were massacred. Pregnant woman, their baby was removed from their stomach. So somebody came out like just like Nnamdi Kanu, Ojukwu came out and said the people should come back home. Those one who was able to successfully return home, Ojukwu now said, we cannot live in a country. Ojukwu was not the one who plot coup. Ojukwu was not a coup plotter. Ojukwu now said, we will not accept this type of genocide be committed against our people. The best thing we have to do, this was under military. Gowon was not supposed to be the head of state. Gowon was a lieutenant in the army. There was no Fulani who was educated. No one can speak English. No one even went to school.
Wow.
During 1960, none of them were educated. They were looking for, after they have overthrown, they were even looking for someone who can speak English, who can address, and they went to go and brought the Lieutenant Colonel Yakubu Gowon, lieutenant in the army. They just promoted him to the lieutenant colonel. From there, they just make his general.
Wow.
Okay, what happened? How the Oba Benin led the Gowon into this war? They were having a meeting in Aburi, a city called Aburi in Ghana. Oba of Benin, this the father of this Oba was the minister of no, it was a permanent secretary I forgot the position he was holding, but he was a permanent secretary. Permanent secretary was just like a minister. And then
okay, that time his own father was still alive as a king.
Heredia was not a king. Heredia was a minister under the Yakubu Gowon.
Okay, what is Heridia's father was the king then?
Akenzua was the Oba, traditional ruler, not king. Oba was an Oba. So they went to Aburi, and in Lagos, that was the capital city of Nigeria. The Oba of Benin was a permanent secretary. That is just like minister of the presidency. He was a permanent secretary under Gowon office, Yakubu Gowon office. Then he escorted Gowon to Aburi. In that meeting, the educated people, Gowon, those one don't know how to write very well. Those Oba Benin were educated. They are secretaries. Secretary, just like if you have secretary coming, anything you want to tell, he will write everything. Just for you to talk, he will know how to write it. So the Oba Benin went in there with them, where they were discussing. They now agreed on Aburi. The agreement was federalism, that Odumegwu Ojukwu should be in charge of the Eastern region. Eastern region? The old map of Eastern region is comprising of Bayelsa, some part of Delta, and the whole East. It's called Eastern region. So there was no agreement that now, because of the killings, the Hausa people kill many Igbos in the north. Even Lagos, they kill many Igbo. Yoruba people were silent over all these things. So now, there was an agreement, and Yakubu Gowon signed into the agreement that Ojukwu should go back home, and they will have what we call state police, and Ojukwu should be controlling all the resources in the east, in the Biafra land. That it will be like the one of Britain, where they have Scotland, where they have England and Wales and North Ireland. That was the agreement they reached. That the Ojukwu will be paying tax to Lagos. They agreed. Ojukwu signed.
This is the agreement in Aburi.
This agreement in Aburi, Ojukwu signed. After Ojukwu signed, Ojukwu came back home in Enugu. Enugu was the capital city of the eastern region of Biafra. Ojukwu went back home. In that meeting, when they came out from that meeting, Oba Elediawa told Yakubu Gowon, that is a Prince Kenzua. His name is Prince Prince Solomon Akenzua. That was his name. He confronted Gowon and told Gowon that clause we have just signed, that all those oil wells in this Biafra land will be controlled by Ojukwu. That, don't you know you have sold yourself out? Then Gowon refused to disagree with the Aburi Accord. Gowon told Oba, what is name, Prince Kenzua, that is Oba Elediawa, the late Oba Elediawa, to go and put it in written. And Oba Elediawa put everything in written as a memo. Memo. You know what it's called memo? One write a memo and educate me about this. He put it before Gowon, and they read it before Gowon. And Gowon said, okay, no problem. Gowon said, let us summon a military council in Benin. Oba Elediawa organized this military professional ruling council meeting in Benin. Oba Elediawa, he was a crown prince then. He organized all those things. And in Benin, Gowon was not there. The meeting in Benin was, they would not agree with Aburi. And Gowon came out on air and said that they are not going to accept Aburi Accord because they give so much power to the Biafrans that they will not accept it. Then Ojukwu said, in Aburi we stand. You see what the meaning of Aburi we stand? There was an agreement of the Aburi Accord.
After signing an agreement.
Okay. And this man was shocked. Odumegwu Ojukwu was shocked. See, If you look at the war, in Aburi we stand, in Aburi we stand. That was the documents. So the Oba Benin was not convenience. Because if you look at then, the power, the Oba Benin will not have power to be collecting money from all those data oil wells. All those things will stop. Because the Oba Benin was presiding over all those oil wells in Delta states. You understand? The way they were running it. So all those things, they say Anaburi will stand. Because Oba Benin used that influence of Gowon to elevate the power position of the Oba Benin to just like a king. So the remaining traditional rulers were all low before the Oba. It was Oba Benin who used the influence that he was working with Gowon to arrange all those things. In Aburi we stand. That is what Gowon, this man was saying. What do you call it? Ole Tojuku. In Aburu we stand, in Aburu we stand. At the end of the day, the death that took place in that war, Edo State, not hundreds of thousands of Igbo were massacred in Benin. The war was fought in Benin and in Delta states. The Igbo people died unknowingly. They never knew it was the Oba of Benin who did all these things. And he hid his head. Okay, now what are we saying today now? The same Oba of Benin is now bringing out a propaganda that Benin people, they are not Biafra. The Oba of Benin does not have the local standing. Because to even start with, the Oba of Benin is not from our land, it's from Ile-Ife. And it was the same already who also bring out that fixed history that him give birth to his ancestor Dudua. And you ask your family where you come from, if actually you are from Edo North, your family don't know anything like Odudua. Go to the whole of Isako, they don't know Odudua. What they know is Ogiso. They're not trying to change the story and say that Ogiso gave birth to Odudua. It's not truth. Odudua culture, the way of Odudua, the way Odudua family died, they will use hundreds of people to bury them. Do you have that culture in your village? When anybody die in your village, are they using about hundreds of people to bury people? If actually Ogiso was having that type of culture, these things supposed to have spread to your land. So my advice to you, sir, we are not going to be at war with the Fulani. The Fulani people will rule you, come to your land and rule you from 1860 to 1990 to 19th century. If the Oba Benin would know it was a giant, why can't he confront the Fulani? The Fulani was even exporting your people. Go and check your history. Taking the people of Isako to Bida and to as his slaves to work in their farms. Have you read the history? They were in charge of your land. They brought Islam to your land from Bida in Nupe, and what do you call this place in Sokoto State? It is Gwandu. The Fulani man who was controlling Gwandu was the one in Gwandu was controlling Bida. One was on Bida was controlling the Edo North. We are not at war with them. They have ruled part of our land. But that is why how Islam came to your land. So we are not fighting Islam. What we are saying that we want to be free. We don't like that situation. If you go to Edo State, the forest, Fulani people are living there with their wife and their children. Tomorrow they will go and build school. The other one will come and is seen at the emir of one village like that. That's how they come. We are not under jihad influence. Those jihads should stop. We want to be given the right to self-determination. Brother, support Biafran. Igbo man will not rule over you.
I'm not against Biafra at all.
You are going to rule over yourself. You are going to rule over yourself. Biafra does not mean Igbo man should be ruling over you. It's just like what we have in Britain. Scotland cannot be ruling over Englishman. They have their own government in Scotland. You know? They have their own parliament. They make laws for themselves.
We pray, may God give us the best out of the whole thing. We just want good leaders. When the Biafra comes, we want good leaders. People
you can be one of the leaders, you yourself now. You can be a leader. So, but when it comes tomorrow now, when it comes tomorrow, and look at the money now, just to start with now, look at the money. Nigeria is the Buhari is about 3.30 trillions. Those 3.30 trillions all are from Biafra lands. No money is coming from Kano, Sokoto, anywhere. Look at the money we are taking to those Dangote, Biafra. They are just enjoying the money. If we have Biafra, those money will be spent on our land. Don't you know we'll become the richest country in Africa? Eh? We are not saying people should not be rich in our land. You can steal money and rich. But what you are saying that the people will be, don't you see Japan? They have billionaires in Japan, but people are living fine. Don't you have many billionaires? Are you trying to tell me they are not corrupt in Germany? But am I not living fine? Let me make an example with myself. Germany have 16 regions. In Germany, these 16 regions, they have regional governments. They have their own state police, state court, everything. They have states. Okay, now I live in Germany now. Each region is fighting for himself. If you have oil, you use your oil to survive. If you don't have oil, if it is to stick, you produce, you to survive. Okay, now look, my woman work. My woman work in Amazon company. Amazon company came to this is my state here, local government here, Crefeld. Go to the Amazon company. The people who are the oga there, they are Germans. They are not America. Maybe only two America. Because it's an American company, America should come and occupy it. These are some of the things we need to address. They have Chinese company here. You don't see, if they have Chinese company here, the Chinese company that are people that will be working there, they will not up to 1%. The remaining people are Germans. These people are fools. Just look at those Coca-Cola, they are all one particular ethnic group occupying everything. And you will not talk. And if you want to work in Coca-Cola, the Oba Benin have rights. And is it supposed to be like that? And the Oba Benin, there's what you call local content. They will pay the money to Oba Benin, like Coca-Cola, 92 million yearly to the Oba. This 92 million comprises or contain your welfareism, the welfare package. Have you ever find it as an command to go to Coca-Cola to go and work? They will not employ you. They will tell you to go to Oba Palace. These are some of the things we need to kick against. That's why I'm saying that I'm recruiting people for information technology. And I'm even coming out to buy a drone to look at where that bastard Oba Benin is staying. Oba Benin is a cancer to our land. I need to be removed. I'm not hiding my face. Let the Oba Benin let it take me to highest court. And I will stand and defend myself. Our people are suffering. Look at you as an Issa command. If you actually are at Issa command. Issa command don't have place to work. They are only going to Kaduna, Kano, go this one. To go and look for life. Are you supposed to go to all those areas to go and look for life? Are you not supposed to be coming to Benin, all those companies to work? How many Issa people working there? Come to Benin, they will look you like an animal. Hausa man is even more respectful more than you. Who make it to be so is the Oba. That's why something that we need to stop. My brother, I love you so much. Let us
Thank you so
support
much, my brother.
God bless you. Thank you. Thank you. So anybody want to call can call. So we must preach this gospel of freedom. We are not fighting the Fulani. We are fighting for our independence. So my brothers, support us and let us win. Hello?
Hello?
Hello, sir. Good evening, sir.
Good evening. Ogiso.
Good evening.
Happy Christmas to everybody.
Thank you. God bless you.
Please, I want to respond to that guy that called. You understand?
Okay.
Like what he asked, he say if the character who they possess for Nigeria, if not the same thing we will possess for Biafra when Biafra come.
I don't already answer the question for her. I don't make her understand. I don't already make her understand anything. No need to go to the other side again. he already agree with our we disagree to agree. I make I
Yes. But I
convince
want
her
just
to
pour
know.
small light on that. I just wanted to pour small light on that. What did they say? Not be those rich men and those corrupt politicians they fight for our agitation right now.
Yes.
You understand? Now the common masses and they fight for Biafra. And
yes.
there is no way when we say Biafra will come and people will not fight for Biafra and want to rule Biafra. It's very impossible. You understand? And him saying and Igbo people now they as they call now they ahead of IPOB, which you answer they very correct and very right. But making us to forget, see, Igbo people don't pay many dues for this struggle. And not be bad thing if the so-called South now start to pay dues more, put more effort. If we put more effort, now the kind of way they there, not blind to say, this guy will try for this side, we are come be my advice. You understand me, Ogiso?
Okay, may I answer that question? Anybody can rule anywhere. Doesn't mean you must fight for it or don't fight. Martin Luther King fight for black for America. Not being picking the rule black today.
Good.
So we are not in anybody can see freedom is for everybody, even though the most important the beauty of freedom, if those people who fought against you, you pardon them just son to his father. So we are not doing it like that. We want them want God to touch their hearts. During the Civil War, the whole Biafra joined hand together. But at the end of the day, it was the British who make the Biafra to fail. So thank you so much, my brother. God bless you.
Thank you.
Thank you. So anybody want to call, we call. Will we succeed? Hello? So who want to call can call. So we must learn how to live by ourselves, and this division and the people who are sponsoring divisions, I have identified one of them to be the Oba of Benin. So if you want to call, new people will be trying to call, please call and ask your question and contribute. Hello? Hello?
Hello, brother.
Good evening, sir. Good evening, sir. Which state are you calling from?
I'm calling you from Philippines.
Sir?
Hello, brother. I'm calling you from Philippines.
Philippines, so go straight, sir.
Yes. Okay, I don't have much thing to say. I really want to throw more light on tell our people out there, whether Igbo or any part of any clan that you came from, whether Urubu, whether Ikwere, whether Kalapari, anywhere. I want to tell people that this is not a matter of Igbo sons, you understand?
Mm-hmm.
It's not like somebody that is in the house, that his or her house is burning fire. You have to do something. You don't even need any help from any other party to come and help you. It's the kind of to free yourself. You understand? This is just free yourself. You don't need anybody to tell you that, hey, my friend, get up from where you are, from where you are standing. Just it's something that you need to tell yourself that you need to move.
Just look at. I want to add to it now. Just look at you now. You are living in Philippines. If we have a Biafra today now, and we are moving forward. We have construction company, we have police, Biafran police, the Air Force, oil workers, railway station, we have trains, people work in train station, people drive train. Different companies are in our land. Will you go to Philippines?
Yes.
You will go Philippines.
What am I doing here? Do you understand me? What am I doing here?
Okay.
Had it been there is a better, okay, like now, just a group I am now with some of my old class students. You know, the deployment rate is much.
Being an Igbo
So
is a
that is
crime
why
in
everybody
Nigeria. In Nigeria
Yes.
country, being an Igbo is the greatest crime you have ever seen in this life. Just imagine, they have Amatekun in the west, they have
Yes.
Meeti Allah in the north, they have bandits in the north, they have
Yes.
Fulani herdsmen and many others.
About six of them.
They didn't deploy army to the north.
Yes.
And
Yes.
Garba Shehu said that Miyetti Allah is part of the government and they are helping the government. But they rush deploying military to the Igbo lands. They said it's a terrorist. And have any Biafra ever went to Fulani North and kill any Fulani in their land, in their space?
Nothing. No.
Have they ever? Look at Garba Shehu was even saying that the terrorists they are going to go. I tell Garba Shehu, if you kill any of Igbo blessing, and they will regret ever doing it. The whole Nigeria will disintegrate. Let them go and think that because they are recruiting all those Fulani from the whole Sahel to come and kill us.
Yes.
We are ready from then. And the most important thing, I would like to seek our people's support. I will suggest something that they cannot suggest to our people, the Biafrans. We have to go and meet all those establishments in America. They are Jews. Those
Yes.
American senators, those House of Representatives, congressmen, let us go and beg these people to help us. If America said Biafra today is finished, believe me you or not, in the name of God, I tell you this truth. America rule the world. When they want to do a Edo State election, Donald Trump from that State Department tell Buhari that he must allow the election to be free and fair. And the election of Buhari obey. The only people
Yes.
Buhari obeys America.
Yes.
He deployed army go to Enugu, Anambra, these areas to go and do Python dance. If the state house, you know what they are doing all this thing, they know that there's the election dispute in America. That's why they want to rush and kill as many as they can kill. It's just killing our people. Nobody is even asking. But now I'm suggesting, if they kill anybody, the governor of that state, the family, they should pay for it. By the time we start using their family as a shield, these people will learn how to respect it. We will not allow them, like in Imo State, if they kill anybody for Imo State, the ones Zurike family should be wiped out. They should not be killing our people and people are keeping quiet. Going to police to take lawyer. The other day they went to Obigbo or Oyigbo in River State. Arrest all those innocent Igbo people. They were taken to Kaduna to extract information from them. Why are they doing all these things to the Igbo people? They are oppressing the Igbo people. Imagine you will be a graduate as an Igbo man. You cannot work in Lagos. Talk less of even working in Sokoto. Can you have a hope of going to Sokoto to go and work in bank? Who send you? The highest thing you can do in the north to go and be a teacher, and your life will be in danger.
Yes.
Are you born to that type of culture? Are you an Islamic person? And they will not even recognize you as a Muslim because you are an infidel. Islam. You join the Islam because
Yes.
you want to survive for economic gains.
Yes.
Thank you, my brother. God bless you. Thank you.
Okay, my brother.
We want all Biafrans, home and abroad, to support the movement so that we can come back home. I want to come back home. I have a woman. My woman, she can come back home and contribute her own quota. My child will also come back home. That's what we are praying for. Please, you can call. People are trying to call. Please, let us make it 3 minutes so that people can call. Thank you. If they kill any Igbo man nowadays, we will fight. I'm even raising my own youth for self-defense in Benin City and work with our youth. Those things have to stop. BB grammar. Using BB grammar to be deceiving people. You should not kill us. How can you come from Fulani land to come and kill us in the name of Nigerian army? Are we fighting you? Are the Fulani people fighting the Hausa Fulani in their space? No. We are urging Mieti Allah and the Fulani not to kill any of Igbo. I'm calling on these Igbo people to start returning back home. You are not the one to defend our land for us. The one defend the Sokoto border. If you know you are Nigerian army is very perfect, go and defend Zamfara states. Use the army to defend your land, what do you call it, the bandits or Mieti Allah. We want to be free. Thank you very much. Who want to call can call. The line is open. The phone number is there. If you check what is going on today, if you go to Dubai, go and check 96% of the people are dead. They are from Biafran land. Edo, Delta, this. How many percent are Europe? The Europe people always go there to go and enjoy themselves and come back. Our people are suffering. Even the Europe people, as if they are suffering, but not as much as the way we are suffering. Our own is becoming too much. Hello. 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 Good morning, sir. Yes, go, sir. We are hearing you, sir.
Okay. In fact, I'm highly impressed that I've not had anybody out of go to and speak the way you speak. In fact, you really understand what is going on in Nigeria. But the problem that we are having is that the outside Fulani are using the Niger road. That's the reason why we must keep on overshadowing the south.
Yes.
I think that we Southerners will understand what is going on, and all of us will join hands together. But the problem is that they have brainwashed a lot of people, telling them that people are the problem of Nigeria.
Hello, you can call. We missed that call. You can call if you want to call. So my people, my family, just look at what is happening. I go to Malaysia. Go and look at the percentage of our people who are looking for how to survive in Malaysia. How many percent of them are from Fulani land or Hausa land? They are driving us away from our home and they are occupying our space. The whole jobs, no, we can't work. We have come to. If you come to London, they will surprise. How many Fulani men do you see washing Odu Manyash in London? We are not fighting Fulani, but they shouldn't fight us. The Fulani people should not impose their own right on us. We are created in the image of God, for Christ's sake. They shouldn't be telling us how to live our life. They should deploy army to kill us, terrorists. I don't understand. So anybody want to call can call. Happy Christmas. Thank you very much. The line is open. Please, I know it is don't late this evening. Remember, I share this video. When this video, no, say the video go viral. At least if you say get like 100 people to share the video. 108. Please share this video. Please share this video. We want to be free. We need freedom. Hello, sir. Hello.
Good evening, my brother. How are you?
Fine, sir. Good evening, sir.
Man, your program this evening was fantastic. Thank you very much.
God bless you, sir.
Oh my goodness, the history was very, very good.
Yes.
It's good that I think one of the problems we have in Nigeria is because we have no history. You understand me?
Yes.
Yeah. A lot of people
doesn't know that it was Oba of Bini who caused, or one of those that
the
caused
massacre.
the Biafran War.
The massacre
I'm
of
glad that you
Benin.
told us the story again.
Yes.
Yeah, because it was Oba of Bini. The intention of Ojukwu was not even Biafra. It just like you said, through federalism or regional government.
Yes.
And then Oba of Bini, the first instigated Gowon not to agree with Abori.
Because of the oil wells in Delta State. Because of the oil wells in Delta State.
Exactly. Then that was why Ojukwu went home with all the clans in Biafra land. Ojukwu, was, because of what they're doing, he declared Biafra. That is how Biafra came to be. The initial plan was called Biafra. It's regional.
Regionalism, yes.
Yeah, and they denied the Abori in Ghana. And then Ojukwu has to go with
to defend his people.
Every clan in Biafra. So
to defend the Abori Accord. Ojukwu did not commit any crime. Ojukwu was defending the Abori Accord. It was lawful.
Exactly. And yeah.
It was an agreement. Say, we have to implement it. Ojukwu never did anything wrong.
The thing is this, when people say 1966 coup was caused by Igbo man, they just left it there, Igbo man. They don't tell people the state where that person came from. The 1966 coup was caused or was supervised by Agi Ironsi.
It was not Agu Ironsi who plotted the coup. He was never supervised. The 1966 coup, January 66 coup. What led to the coup? You have to look at the genesis of what led to the coup. We were having four regions. We're having the northern region, we're having the eastern region, and we're having the western region and midwestern region. What led to the coup was what is this name of this man? Sir Akintola Williams was a premier of the western region. Akintola Williams was a premier, while Obafemi Awolowo was the leader of the action group. So the Obafemi Awolowo brought out an option that they don't want to merge with what do you call it, I forget the name of the Northern People Party. I don't know what the Tafawa Balewa Party. So Akintola was having the opinion to merge. They were using parliamentary system like the Britain to merge with the Tafawa Balewa. So Obafemi Awolowo was having the zeal to win like that, and he was having a hope in this Middle Belt area to campaign, all those around those Adama, Gogola, this area. But at the end of the day, the problem started, and the Tafawa Balewa declared a state of emergency in the western region because of Akintola from Ogbomosho was supporting Tafawa Balewa. They used the influence of governments and reinstalled Akintola bias, and Obafemi Awolowo was sent to prison in Enugu. You understand? Then people were protesting. Many people were shot dead. So as at 1966, the only educated military officers we have here, majority of them were Igbos, and from the south, eastern region, and the south. Let me say, eastern region has the highest population. The most educated people in Nigeria was never Yoruba. As at 1966, if you go to all those federal ministry, we were all Igbos, because the Hausa people were not educated. But the Hausa man was a prime minister. But The people in charge of the administration, all those federal minister of this, federal minister of what, all the way Igbos in the military, the junior staffs, junior officers were Fulani Hausa, but the majors, the officers, they were all Igbos. Out of 100%, about 65 or 70% they were Igbo. So the coup was plot. You can imagine Major Kaduna Izogu was in knots, and the coup. What made it a quality Igbo coup was the Yoruba and the Igbo who carry out the coup, and the arrangement of the coup was Major Kaduna Izogu should kill Sir Ahmadu Bello, the premier of Niger region, and kill all those people in the north. Then they sent Kaduna Izogu from Delta State carry out his mission successfully.
Yes, that's the point. Kaduna Izogu.
Listen, Oga, the one they sent to the west to carry out I forgot who was Akintola. They killed Akintola. Akintola was killed. Akintola Williams was killed. The people they sent to the east to kill, what is the name of the eastern regional governor? Not Mbakwe, I don't know.
I think, is it Michael Okpara or something like that?
To kill Nnamdi Azikiwe and kill Okpara. Instead of those people to kill these people, they refused to kill them. They allowed them to just listen. Listen. I just have to tell you what I know. I'm not biased. What the history said. Instead of them to kill Nnamdi Azikiwe and kill Austin Okpara, I don't know what is the name, Michael Okpara. They allowed these people to run away. So the Hausa people started killing the Igbo people in the north. They said this is an ethnic coup, and the arrangement was to kill those leaders because they were corrupt, and they refused to kill the Igbos. They now turn their anger towards the Igbo. Because of this man, what is his name, Major General Guironsi, was even in what is called that country in Congo, in peacekeeping, a mission in Congo. He came back and he was even given to position. If Ozogu knows, Ozogu could have took over power as the president of Nigeria. Ozogu never took over power. They never knew Aguiyi-Ironsi was a woman. Aguiyi-Ironsi, after taking power, he traveled to Kano, say he want to heal the wounds. Just like what some of all those Igbo governors are foolish today. They are going to the north. So now, he didn't know the Fulani people, they are very intelligent more than him. Then, he was preaching unity of Nigeria. He said he wanted to preach unity. He dissolved, Aguiyi-Ironsi dissolved the system. He make it confederalism instead of confederation, instead of federalism. He said everything should be under the central system of government. Like the oil company, everything should be controlled by the government. Aguiyi-Ironsi made a very big mistake. He was trying to please, just like what Jonathan was trying to please the Fulani. He was fooling himself. You know what happened next? What I know about just to cut it short 1 minute. Then he was doing all these things. They wanted to kill him in Benin. They wanted to kill Aguiyi-Ironsi in Benin. So the Oba Benin said no, they shouldn't. You know, so the Oba Benin knew all those things. You know that him will die. They will kill him also. So they now plan. The Aguiyi-Ironsi now make what is it? Danjuma. Tiwa Danjuma as in so oddly. Yes. And he was killed. So what am I trying to say is that the Hausa people now look at this as an ethnic coup. The truth of the matter was, I never knew the people who were sent to kill Nnamdi Azikiwe and Michael Okpara. They refused. Do you know how many Igbo people were killed in the north? They massacred them. Yeah. That is what led Ojukwu to fight for Biafra. Ojukwu did not commit any mistake, any offense or made any mistake. So continue, sir.
Yeah. The point is another thing is this. What we need to understand is this also. in military and Nigerian government. But I was listening to one of the persons that plotted, that was among the group that plotted the coup. And that man, he said that they did not do that out of bad intention. Okay. They were defending Nigeria. They were defending Nigeria and fighting against corruption. Yes. But what they didn't understand also was that the British were using them.
It was not the British. It was not the British. That coup. The beginning. That is the people who were sent to kill Nnamdi Azikiwe and Okpara. They are the one who if the Okpara and Nnamdi Azikiwe was killed, the answer Fulani could have not make a reprisal attack in the north.
Yes,
it just looked like a reprisal.
Do you know why they didn't kill them? Why they didn't kill
there
them?
Was no reason, there was no justification, there was no reason. No, the thing was, there's no reason. Ogasa, let us be honest with ourselves. No reason.
Yes.
There's no reason you should leave these people. The 4 regions, the 3 of them were killed. How will you still leave Nnamdi Azikiwe? So you don't blame you. You are not the cause of the fights.
No, this is my own opinion.
They have no reason they should leave them. They should, if they have any reason, they also leave Sadona Sokoto. What do you call that man? Not Sokoto, Samado Bello of the north. You cannot justify your own person and leave the rest. It's not fair.
Right. Well, that is okay. Yeah,
but that is not what we are fighting for today. If our people made mistake, we don't have to. They don't have to use that mistake on us forever. So anytime the Hausa Fulani are looking at us, say yes, we fought for this war, we won it, and the Igbo people remain slave forever. That is what they are insisting on. That's why they are saying no. You have your own space, you have your own lands. Your land is Ariwa. Go and control your lands. We don't want Nigeria anymore. We want to be on our space. That's what we are fighting for. So we don't want to care who caused it, who is wrong in the coup or is not wrong with the coup, because we know how many millions of our people that were being used for sacrifice, who paid their life, who lost their life because of that wrongdoings. We don't want God really want to say we want to unite Nigeria. No. We are not interested in the projects. Fulani, please go on your own. We want to also be on our own. That's what I stand for. That we want to blame anybody, we want to blame Hausa or blame Yoruba. But what we are fighting for today, we want to blame ourselves and we want to go on our own country. That is what I support.
Another thing, another thing, Ogiso, is that, somebody called you and said that IPOB is immortal. I want to say that IPOB, the people that made up of DOH, that is the body governor, that's the people that, have to make decisions. I think as it is in the present, this includes all the clans in Biafra land as it is now. I remember that one of the ladies there, she is from Akwa Ibom. So the IBOB DOH is made up of all the clans in Biafra land, and all the clans in Biafra land now recently is all of them are represented in DOH. And then the African coordinator, the guy who is in charge of all the Africa, is from, I think, Urobo, if I'm not mistaken. And one of the radio broadcasters also.
IPOB is not the government of Biafra. When the IPOB is an organization, it's a body that are agitating, one of the body that are agitating for Biafra. So if Biafra come to this, it's not IPOB executive that will be president, advice or no. That is not. So it's an organization. So this have nothing to do with. If you are not satisfied that IPOB is not organized, you should also form your organization And at the end of the day, we now mesh together to have our own country. I have already answered that question. So thank you very much, sir. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
God bless you. God bless you.
Hello? Hello?
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
In fact, I love what you are saying.
Yes.
I'm calling for market space. Yeah.
Yes.
I got before. The issue that the Hausa Fulani, they have been able to do what they are doing up to now because of divide and rule.
Yes.
Could you imagine? Okay, now other people from the south have tried to understand. They will say that the Igbos have a problem. So if oil wells in southern regions are owned by Hausa and Fulani. But when they lock all the road borders, they say only Dangote product should be passed through the border. Is Dangote the owner of Nigeria? Killing, kidnapping, all those things happening in Nigeria because of we the Southerners we fail to understand. The person from River State we say that he's not an Igbo man, he's not a Biafran. We don't have an entire Biafran. They want to cause problems for them. Hausa are milking us. In fact, I'm very happy that somebody from a those states like you now is also preaching this gospel. We need to open our eyes.
Yes.
We need to open our eyes so that our children unborn will not suffer what we are suffering today.
Yes.
I live in the north. I school in the north. After my graduation, all the people that I went to school together cannot even read and write yet. They are working in a very big federal establishment.
Okay.
I tried to secure a job. I have to go back now, start learning work, and become an entrepreneur. Rather, the people that don't know anything in school, but they are working in a very good establishment. That is the company that we call our own. In fact, this Nigeria is an expired.
There's something I want to tell you, sir. There's something I want to tell you. I want to join you and those people who are close to you. Let us take Biafra struggle like a missionary movement, like a Christianity. Let us take it like that. Because people like Paul and Silas and the Christian missionaries, they were preaching the word of God from place to place. Let us preach this Biafrans among our brothers. Many of our people, because of person like Mwazurike, who used Biafra to enrich himself and smoke drug and fool himself. People lost their loved ones because of Mwazurike stupidity. But people are now, I say, after I've lost my brothers because of this Biafra struggle and Mwazurike, let me just rest. You see, when the time we are about to succeed, that time we rest. Thank God today that social media is doing a very great job and it's helping us. Before, you can, if they keep 300 Igbos, Vanguard newspaper will not carry it because it's being owned by the establishment that are very close to the people in power. But what we are seeing today, if anything happens in Enugu State, somebody will smuggle some of the video out and post it on the social media. I live in Europe here. I am doing all my possible best from next year to see with our Biafra brothers, and I would like to form a movement that we should be going from their one, like Germany Parliament, Germany, the Chancellor, that is the government. We should go and be laying our complaint in all those countries. The people who control Africa are not Saudi Arabia, but Saudi Arabia are the ones sponsoring, all those Middle East are sponsoring those jihads. But if America Vice President announced today that they want to visit Biafran issue, I swear in the name of God, we have got our independence. So we should try everything to support Nnamdi Kanu.
This current president-elect and vice president-elect America is affiliated somewhere with the Biafran also.
Let us support, not only Nnamdi Kanu, supporting the Nnamdi Kanu.
I also want to use this to talk to IPOB members. IPOB actually, they are doing their own work. I'm a 100% Biafra agitator.
Yes.
I'm not a member of IPOB.
Okay.
And that does not mean that this Biafra we are achieving today, IPOB will be the president
Yes.
that fought for the independence of the country.
God bless
Many
you.
groups, but after the war, they united together.
Yes.
They united together then and form a government. So for the fact that IPOB, if you are not a member of IPOB, does not make you that you are not a member of Biafra.
Yes.
I love Biafra more than Nigeria.
God bless you, sir.
Biafra also, it's not an evil thing. It's
Yes.
not an evil thing. Because that's one thing I like about Nandekal also. He said it. We are up to 9 states currently now, members of Biafra. But nobody will be forced to join Biafra. Yeah, that's how it's supposed to be. And when by the time that God helps us, we secure our freedom. There will be a referendum. Any people that want to join Biafra, we join. Then we have to have a Biafra constitution, people's constitution, not this constitution.
How many population? Let us start with yourself. Nigeria is 200 million. How many population is the Igbo? Highest Igbo people should be 30 million. Look at the money they are carrying to the north. How many population is the north? The north is even close to 100 million, more than 100 million yourself. The money that they are giving to the north, if they give money to that Igbo, the Igbo people will become the Japan of Africa in our Biafra land. Those money, trillion nairas or billions of dollars they are giving to Kano, Sokoto, Kebbi, Zamfara, blah, blah, all those oil wells. Let them give the money to the Igbo. Let them use that Igbo to industrialize our land. We are better off. What I mean is that our problem is not Igbo. The reason why they are seeing Igbo as our problem, because the people who are representing us, they are being compromised. Like, look at Ijele. Anytime that one is talking about, he's talking nonsense. But sir, I want to assure you of one thing today is that by the grace of God, we will win. By the grace of God, we will win. We will win. But I saw it on the news today, one of the social media today, that the Nigeria government, led by this Fulani administration, they are deploying military to the east. Is that true? Do you have military men parading everywhere in your area? In your states? Do you see any presence of military men around your states? The money is finished. So, my brother, we love you so much. We love you so much. You see what our brother have just said now, that he's a member of Biafra, but he's not a member of IPOB. Do you know what it means by that one? That it is not only IPOB that is fighting the struggle, that we have many people who are fighting. But let us work together to achieve our goals. So thank you. God bless you. Thank you. Hello?
Yeah, morning.
Good morning, sir.
I woke up from sleep and I saw your program.
Mm-hmm.
I so much enjoying it.
Okay.
I love the encouragement.
Yes.
Even our Edo brother.
Yes.
You know, for them to embrace freedom, because this situation, mostly Nigeria, have made us to look like as if suffering is our portion, you know.
Yes.
That is the way we're supposed to live, but that is not the way, you know. But I want to chip in something, you know. There is a place you mentioned something like when they go to America, talk to America, if America want Biafra to come today, America will do it.
Very fast.
Of course, it's possible. 100% they can do it. Even this Germany here can do it. But the issue now that makes them not to do it is just one reason. England is the owner of Nigeria. This is one thing. And another thing again is that freedom is taken by force, not by choice, not by begging. Because why me? I'm just telling you, mom, that is on my own experience and understanding. You I see it. Why I'm saying this is because check out oil companies in Nigeria, the construction companies in Nigeria, the factories and everything. I feel that the Europeans and the Americans, even the Asia now, like China, Japan, they see Nigeria as a company to them.
The control by Nigeria oil is not China. China have nothing to do with it. It's control. If you go to, are you from that area? If you go to this company, so Chevron and Shell, Chevron is owned by America. Control about 40-something% of Nigeria oil.
Yeah, no, I'm not trying to tell you that.
You see, Shell, but 50%.
Yes, I know.
Shell is Anglo-Dutch. It's between the Holland and the British government.
Exactly.
So this thing we are saying there today, America have a stake in it.
Yes.
You cannot fight these fights when the America are controlling the oil. They have military in the sea, in the Gulf of Guinea. They are stationed there to guide those investments, their investments. Okay. So what we have to do is to meet with those American establishments and reach out to them, look for people who are well educated, also with Nadikano, to reach out to those people. That we are not driving people from this place. We also have business part. We still continue the normal business, but we want to separate ourselves. There have to be an agreement.
Yes, there is where I'm going.
There has to be an agreement with these people.
I want to tell you something. There is where I'm going now.
Mm-hmm.
You know, people, we are in their country today. They don't understand themselves very well. They see themselves as brothers and sisters, even if they are from China, even if they are from Japan or anywhere. Mm-hmm. They see themselves as brothers and sisters. But based on what they did in Africa.
Oga, listen, I live in Germany. Oga, forget about white men. Our problem is not white men as of now. Our problem is Nigeria is being controlled by the British interest and the American interest. Germany does not have interest in Nigeria. Listen, China, Germany, these people are not the cause of our problem.
I know.
Two people. So what are we doing to meet with these people? How to meet with these people and to resolve it? We don't even need to resolve with Nigeria government. What we need is to meet with this American government and see if they can be able to, we can reach a dialogue with them. And let us have our republic. Forget about China. This one just out of the system. Listen, this is something that we'll continue to do. Something that we'll continue to do until these people will listen to us. If there is any way we can do it, Israel is there. Israeli people can help us. Just by going there to fight war, these people will supply arms to Fulani to kill us.
That is what
you understand? So that's what I'm trying to tell you now is that let us see how we see if tomorrow senator in America, the Secretary of State in America said the Biafra independence is overdue, that America have recognized Biafra. They will all, this Department of State will announce that the Nigeria government should withdraw their troops with immediate effect within 21 days from Biafra lands. You will see Biafra have come. They don't need to even set their foot on ground. They will just recognize it. That is the end. See, before they are recognizing it, we need to go into that. Forget about China. For my brother, just forget all those China. China have nothing to do with our struggle. Our destiny are in the hands of Britain and America.
This is where we are in.
Not Germany, not this or that. Then those Germany can also participate to put pressure on Britain to allow these people to go. These are not playing. A country like Germany is playing advisory role. The oil they are using in Germany is not Nigeria oil. The oil they are using in Germany is from Russia. So some people are not well educated. They say, Nigeria have oil. The oil we sell from Nigeria is being sold to about 60% of our oil is being bought by Americans, United States. The remaining percent has been shared between some European countries and China.
My brother, there's what I want to clear you. Never let me learn. You know, first you allow me to learn before you
go to the point. Go to the point, sir. Just go. I'm listening.
If you have any correction,
go to the point.
Look, this is what I'm trying to tell you. You know, the people that is holding our freedom is America and England. Yes, we know this. But when you are thinking that this person cannot do anything, for example, I have an issue with you, and you are telling me that I have nothing to do. You know,
I will plan. When America tells South Sudan, if not because of America, South Sudan cannot be a republic. It can never work. Because American CIA that do all these things. No.
How many countries?
They were the ones supplying weapons. Oga, listen.
How many countries are in Sudan? How many foreign countries are in Sudan?
Oga, you don't understand.
Yeah.
South Sudan, maybe you want to check their independence. The South Sudan Liberation Forces, SPLA, who were supplying their weapon, who were supporting the rebellion, it's America. It's America. So
I mean, how many mineral resources that Sudan has?
Oga, a mineral resources doesn't matter. You have mineral resources there are many countries don't have mineral resources there exist. Are you fighting for republic? Are you fighting for your country because of the resources?
This is the reason why South Sudan have freedom, because they don't have anything that we make. They don't have anything.
We are not fighting for a reason why they have independence. The reason there is no country in Africa who is not rich. There is no country, even in Chad desert, they have oil. Libya desert, they have oil. We are not saying interest. You have to know what we are fighting. We are not fighting because of the oil now. Are you fighting to become a Biafra because of the oil? What we are fighting for, because as an Igbo man, if you go to university, they will not employ you. You will not have job. It's a crime for you to be an Igbo man. But we want to have a country where we all can have rights. This is what you are fighting for.
This is what me and you, this is what me and you are fighting for.
Yes.
But the people that will give you that freedom, they don't want you to get that freedom because of the mineral resources you have.
Oga.
This is what I'm trying to tell you.
North Sudan have mineral resources.
How many mineral resources do they have?
Don't say how many they have. It is God who created that land. In Africa, everywhere they have resources. Go and check your map. Well, go and check it. There is no country in Africa resources. Everywhere have resources. Forget about all those ones South Sudan have though. But what I'm telling you, I'm saying the truth. If Americans said we are free today, we are free, that is just the answer. Either they have resources or they don't have resources, so that is not the answer. That is what we have been praying for the American to come to our rescue. We are praying for these people to help us, not resources. We should forget about all those resources. Let us go and negotiate with these people. They have not come out yet. Una the Kanu said it in one of his program that anytime they are going towards this, people say, no, but everything is good, everything is good.
Have you been listening to Nnamdi Kanu program?
I've listened to Nnamdi Kanu program. I also listen to many international international countries. Their efforts.
Their efforts. One broadcast he made. What did he say there? He said he went to Israel to negotiate with them how they can help us in doing something in Biafra land, creating something that will be helping people.
No. Okay, let us forget that side.
Wait,
we are not talking about to create something. We're talking about freedom. Wait. If I allow you to talk, you will go to another side. We are fighting. Listen, the reason why I'm here, not how to create something now. What I came here for is how to make sure we have referendum, self-determination.
How can you have the referendum?
Not by telling you want to open. If you open 500 companies now, Nigeria will still be in a state of jeopardy, destruction.
You know the problem. I'm trying to tell you what Nnamdi Kanu said. Now, you don't not even allowed
I
to
watch
learn.
Nnamdi Oga. Listen,
But
don't sell us what Oga. Wait,
just
Oga.
up.
I am watching Nnamdi Kanu every time I
But
watch him.
this one, I'm not sure you watched it.
Oga, listen, as you are calling, contribute. How can we be free? Contribute your own, what you said. I am Nnamdi Kanu. Listen, Oga, listen to me very well. Nnamdi Kanu, help me. I love Nnamdi Kanu so much. He's my leader. So contribute your own. What can we do? Oga, listen, what can we do to free ourselves from Nigeria? Your own. What do you think? How can we free ourselves?
Listen. Since we are discussing here, I never said about what people will do. I'm telling you my own. When we started this discussion, I told you my own decision, my own contribution. I never said this person contribution, but I'm emphasizing in what you said first about negotiating with America or negotiating with UK. Everything that is happening in Nigeria, these people, they knows it very, very well. You may be thinking that these people, they are the people that will give us Biafra. But you will get to know that at last, they are not the people that will give us Biafra. Only God can give us Biafra. But what I'm trying to let you know today is that you see freedom. If you as a black man, if you want to get freedom, my brother, you will take it by force.
That is your own opinion, sir. That is it. What you have just said now, you want to take it by force. That is your opinion. I will not say no. For me, once a country have gone to war before to have freedom, and I don't think they deserve to go to another war again to have freedom 2 times. When you go to war after 50 years or 40 years, automatically you can get it. By going to another war, I don't know, but that is why we are of the view that we want America to. That is, I live in Germany. I am saying that America should come in and end everything. That country called Nigeria. America have the power to do all these things. America is not one man. It's a group of intellectuals that come together to form America. If this government does not give us Biafra, another government may come and give us Biafra. So if you're saying you believe in force, but for me, we lost millions of our people before.
Okay.
The way things are going now, the man in power is a Fulani man. Is using all those state resources and they will use it to fight us. They have jets, they have all these things. So the only powers who can safeguard and protect us is the state of Israel, United States of America, and Britain. Even though Britain cannot protect us, America can protect us with the support of Israel. So based on my own level of education, Israel already love us. I know Israel love Nnamdi Kanu, my leader. So these are something we must work with these people to actualize our country. You cannot fight Fulani. You don't have power to fight these people because these people have state machinery, the weapons. You cannot use gun to shoot at private jets. What do you call all those warplane? You cannot shoot the warplane with AK-47.
Okay, let me emphasize on that issue now. Israel, they love Nnamdi Kanu, yes, we know. But don't expect Israel to come into a sovereign state and tell them.
Okay, there's a way they do all these things. It's like you are not correct.
Yeah. You know, when you are talking, nobody is talking. But when somebody is talking, you call the person off. It's when somebody
okay, just talking. Finish also that let another person talk. You have 3 minutes to talk your own. I am not saying no. I am saying my own. You say your own. I'm not telling you don't do that.
Okay.
You say your own. 3 minutes.
The only way Israel can come in is when violence comes. Without violence, even the United Nations cannot come in.
That's a good
because
idea.
Nigeria is a sovereign state,
number one. Don't you think that the world are not watching? The world are watching. Know what is happening in Nigeria. But when you don't make a move, nobody will move. Like the way Nnamdi Kanu went to America, what did the American government told him? They said to him, when he said that that man there is not Buhari, what did they say to him? They said to him, when your country present good and tell them that this is our president, we will accept him. It is the duty of the masses to say no, we don't need it. It's a very simple matter, my brother.
Yes.
If we continue, I'm an Igbo man. I still have my father, my mother, my family, they are still living in Nigeria. But, my brother, I'm telling you today, if we continue waiting until we get referendum and get Biafra in peace, the way you are planning to get Biafra, that is the way they are planning to destabilize everything. They will make sure you don't get it.
That your own your idea is noted. I am not disagreeing with what you are saying. All options are on the table. All options are on the table. Any option that can make us to have ourselves liberated from the Fulani Republic of Nigeria, then we will choose it if that one be the best. But I am also suggesting my own. I am not telling you to work with my own.
I know. That is why I call on the program, because I feel as an intellectual, you know, you are very intelligent. That is why I call on the program. But I want to say one thing for 1 minute. If we are dealing with, let me say, if we are dealing with Yoruba people, if we are fighting with Yoruba people, fighting to free ourselves from Yoruba people, you will see, when you talk about sitting around table, you will understand that we are sitting with intelligent people. Okay, who are we going to sit around table with?
The way things are going, everybody is so shocked. How can Fulani just be controlling all the military, controlling everything, deciding everything? Nobody is even questioning them. Everybody just quiet looking at these people. The thing is confusing me. Police, army, navy, everything is being controlled by Fulani. And they just, any small thing, they will just deploy army to the east to go and be killing people. And nobody will talk. Okay, now that we have Eastern Security Network, if you see we have Boko Haram in the part of the eastern northeast, did you see a Nigerian army killing them? Nigerian army don't go to fight them. They will just sit down and be eating and be drinking. If they see that their officer is coming, they will shoot you. They don't kill anybody. They're only good in killing civilians. I see Nigerian army cannot exchange guns with their fellow armed men. They are only good in killing civilian. They will just come to this village, bring out the children, kill all of them, bring out the adults, kill all of them. They will say, yes, it's Operation Dance, pattern dance. Can they go and kill in Katsina where they kidnap almost about 700 people? They didn't kill anybody. Nobody was arrested. No single person was arrested. They didn't kill anybody. They didn't deploy army to there. No one single person was arrested. I don't know what.
Okay, so I want to tell you something now. You see this security network that Nnamdi Kanu brought out now. The Fulanis, I will tell you today that the Fulanis, they are afraid to confront those people. You know the reason why? Because they don't know how well prepared these people are. But what will make them to confront, forget about what they have, forget about what Fulani they have, forget about their mosque, forget about their...
We will not allow them, we will not allow them to kill, like the way they have been killing the Igbos before. We will not allow all these things to happen, because before they will kill and go free. And the Igbo will come out and be speaking nonsense. But nowadays, any Igbo governor or any Igbo leader who supported the Hausa Fulani to kill any of us, that Igbo man will be killed. And his family will also be killed. That is what we will do. We will do that by doing these things, because the Fulani cannot come to your state and start killing people without the invitation by the governor and his
bless
gang.
you.
That's what
This
we
is
have
where
to
I'm
do.
trying to. God bless
So
you.
thank you. Let another person call, sir. Make another person call. Moku see do
Okay.
50-50.
No problem.
God bless you, sir. So all options are on the table. I am not opposing anybody. Any option that will give us Biafra, we abide by it. We abide by it. So far, it's not against international law. We have a right to self-determination because the way the Fulani are occupying every place is uncalled for. The Air Force, the Navy, the prison, the immigration, border guard, waiting. So we are tired. We want to come back home. Biafrans want to come back to their fatherland. We are tired. We want to come back home. We want to rule our states. We want to rule our lands. Hello?
Hello.
Hello, sir.
Yeah.
Biafra, God bless you, my brother.
Welcome.
God bless you, sir.
Yeah, my name is Chinedu.
Go on, sir.
I'm from Enugu.
Ah, yeah, my brother from my brother from the other side. I love you so much. Thank you, sir. Go on.
Yeah. So, and please, when you are in live video like this, some people we used to come online for doing live video like this. When we are on live video, we are like a journalist. You understand?
Yes.
I don't think it's 100% right for you to be dragging with the corner. When somebody call, it's for him to express his own opinion and view. You understand?
Yes.
So don't drag them. Well, even if you are telling the person the right truth and the person ignore it, just allow him to talk.
Okay.
Yeah, whether 2 minutes or 3 minutes, you give the person, and you call the person. When the person expresses his own feeling, you can call the person.
You are right.
People will be called. You understand?
You are right,
because you are talking to us, not only him. You are not there to drag with him. You understand?
Yes, sir.
Not about me, but some people don't have even megabyte to watch this thing. Experience and look some of them in that zoo called Nigeria.
Okay.
You understand? They will like to be watching your program, but staying long like that with one person, the person might
be horror. It's horrible. That is
angry or
to be horror. Yes, that is true.
So what I want to ask before I say what I want to say is that before Ahmad Bello
yes,
made a speech, what he said that Nigeria is their father's property, and they will use middle belts as a tool, use the other people to fight evil. Before this man make this speech, have those people carry on that coup that they call Igbo coup?
Yes. I'm hearing you. Yes. Listen to you.
The answer is no.
Okay.
Yeah, the answer is no. So Ahmad Bello, after the incident, he said that this country, is their father's property. You understand?
Yes.
Being those people from Futajelos, and they will use middle belt to conquer Igbo. You understand? And even if they have job doing in that zoo called Nigeria, and none of them can do it, being the Fulani people, they will invite foreigners. Those foreigners is white people. That if the foreigners can't do it, they can now think if they can give Igbo people, which people are the Igbos, we Biafrans, the Eastern region.
Yes.
You understand? So these people, being the Fulani, they see Nigeria as their own father's property, in which you can never do anything, for them to like you.
Okay, what is your stake now about this solution? How are you of the view that we should keep on seeking the very strong support of the United States of America and Israel and as our allies to keep on putting pressure on them to look into our agitation and to support us. Because I have lived in this Europe for many years now. I have watched a country that succeed. All the country that succeed, 99% with the help of America. If you watch any government that will be removed, America are the masterminder of removing a government, of dividing a country, of doing all these things. If Americans speak,
Yes.
the country will. If you you go and fight war. If you succeed, America don't recognize you. They will pour sanction on you. You will not survive.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
You see, that's why I said today now that we need, like I have making a point before, sir. If you go to Israel, America now, the Jews are controlling the system there. We believe, I think, on our opinion, that we should also, if you go to America, look at the Jews, they are there. Why can't we also, I don't know, I was of the opinion that we should put more effort to lobby those Jews, to lobby them. They help us.
Yeah,
they are our brothers.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
I know where you're going. Yeah, your question. My answer is yes. I, support for we to be, preaching the gospel, so that American, Britain, all this world power will listen for us. But what I want to tell you is that they will never listen for us. You see America, you see Britain, mainly these two people, they will never listen for us. You understand? It's just like, Britain is the world power. And Britain.
Okay, now let's explain it. They will never listen to us. Okay, don't worry. They will never listen to us. What is your take? Who will listen to us? Or just put it point. Your own now that Britain, America will never, Israel will never listen to us. That is cancelled now. Okay. How do you want us to achieve it?
Israel, they might wait. Israel and other people might listen for us.
Who is other people? The people who have interest in Nigeria, Oga, listen. The people, listen, you don't know what is happening in Nigeria. The Nigeria GDP, that is Nigeria, the national annual budget of Nigeria is, let me out of 100%, 98% is coming from the oil. The people who are in charge of this oil is America and Britain. You cannot come to that territory without these people that are controlling it, and you are not saying this. Another person will come and listen to us. I don't understand what you are saying.
Wait. You see Britain, they in their thoughts, they created Nigeria.
Forget about all those ones. You said, let us forget the Britain. They will not listen to us. Who will listen to us now? Tell me the country that will listen to us. Which country?
I will explain to you. After I explain to you, then.
No, if you want to explain, we take 3 hours now. We take many minutes. Who will listen to us?
We Biafran first. We Biafran first will listen for us first before other people, and that is what our people, our leader Nnamdi Kanu is doing.
We know all these things now. We know all these things you are saying. Well, see, my brother, my battery is about to off. For me, I agree with what you have said, that Britain and America will not listen to you or to us. Truly, that is your opinion. But I live in Germany here. For me, and my own opinion, I will continue. And from next year, February, I'm going to travel from one country to another country to seek their support. I live in the Western world. Western world rule the world. There is, for me, not for you, for my opinion, there is nothing that somebody can do without the support of the Western world. My leader, my great leader, Nnamdi Kanu, live in the Western world. Anytime we are talking today, we are talking from the Western world. And the people that control Nigeria resources, 99% or 98% is Britain and America. Nobody can come into those. If you don't know where our investment is, let me tell you, our investment are not in Kano. Go to Escravos, go and look at the investment that worth about $1 trillion, our oil. Go to Brass, go and check our investment there. Go to Bonny Islands. These are all in Biafra land. And those companies are being controlled by the America. And you can't go near there. It's an agreement with the country. So not the, we don't want to tell you the reason now. I'm not telling you the reason. This investment is being controlled by America and Britain. So you cannot go there. If we have our country, this people will be doing business with us. That is the truth. So let me leave you, and my battery is about a week. Your idea is also good, but for me, I will continue to, because we are so much scattered all over the world. So this thing happened also in 1944, 1945, after the Second World War. Listen, after the Second World War, the Israeli Jews were scattered all over the world. They don't even have home, a place to call their home. The Britain and America, they're listening to them. We are just like the Israel today. We are scattered over the, go to Malaysia, everywhere. We are scattered all over the world. This is something that we have to make this our world leaders, American and Britain, to understand that we give us our country, we'll go back to our home. If you don't know what happened in 1945, sorry, they created a land, that land is called Israel. We've been created for them. This is not our land where we live. We are not living like the way these people are living. We want our people to come back to their home and use the school to work in our land. So I am talking to you from my own educational perspective. If the world can listen to the Jews, the Israeli, why do you think they cannot listen to us? They will listen to us. Don't have that belief. I have the faith they will listen to us. Because if you come to Germany, the asylum seekers that are here, 90% or 96% of them are from Biafra land. If you go to Singapore, Malaysia, we are being scattered. Are we going to continue to live like this? So now, if you go to Britain, population of our asylum seekers is becoming. So we will reach out to them. Don't worry. That is your own opinion. You are entitled to your opinion. But me, based on my own way of education, I believe these people have no choice than to listen to us. They will listen. And they will listen by the grace of God. We pray for God, because the country that rule the world is America. They are the world power. And it happened. The economy of Nigeria, our resources, is being controlled by the Britain and America. You cannot come to Nigeria without the approval of these people to come and take the oil. They will kill you. Even Russia cannot even go to Nigeria because they are the one in charge of Nigeria. If Russia supports us, the Britain will like to. It will be a regional war. It will be a war between Britain and Russia. So the idea, we must put pressure on them. Otherwise, we'll go and protest. If not because of the coronavirus, we'll go to British Parliament and protest. They should free us. The arithmetic, this paper, the document that were being used to form Nigeria is in Britain. How can you say these people don't have rights? They have the rights. We fought civil war for many years. The reason why we failed the civil war is not because we were not strong or because we were lazy. It's because of this very word, America and Britain. Because they never want us to go. Now, they are seeing the reason why we need to go. So, my brother, you don't live in the Western world. If you live in the Western world, if you understand, or you also learn from what I am saying, I beg you.
If you those in Western world don't see what we in Asia.
You are not a white man. Don't think like you. I have a white woman. I have a white woman. Okay, listen. I have a white woman in my house. My woman don't think the way I think. We forbid something. We forbid this. But the white people don't think like us. So you cannot, like my woman. If my woman is doing something, I will always like to learn how to be like that, because I am not like that, and I'm not going to be like that. But I always try to force myself to be like that. You are thinking for heaven to fall today, and heaven will not fall today. Anything the white people want to do, they plan it. You will not be expecting how you think for the white people to think like you. Britain and America control 97% of Nigeria, this wealth, this oil. You can never go, my brother. So, if you have the opinion that even Israel, before Israel can come to Nigeria to do anything, they must comply with America, because they're the one controlling it. Because even during the time of Abacha, Nigeria was under sanction, but they were still selling the oil. My brother, you know what you do, you live in Nigeria, try and look for time, travel to Esclavos, go and visit those investments.
I'm not in Nigeria.
So,
I'm not even in Africa.
You don't see, you see those oil wells, all those companies you are seeing there, those Chevron and Shell. The money, who is collecting the money? They will drill the oil, they will sell the oil. They are the one giving the money to Fulani. Before these people will give you this money, they're going to give you this money like that. You have to go and negotiate with these people. We're talking about the oil they have in our land now. So this oil is... So my brother, let me leave you so that let me end the program. Thank you very much.
So see what I'm trying to tell you.
My brother, thank you so much. God bless you. My own opinion, if I allowed everybody to talk, they will break. My own opinion, I am supporting Nnamdi Kanu, and I'm going to do everything at my own disposal to make sure that we put more pressure on this America and Britain so that we can be set free. We need freedom. They are the one holding our freedom, not you. We live in the Western world today. Let us use this opportunity to beg them to give us our own independence. And Israel can also be of a good help to our people. Thank you very much and good night.